So we are live. My name is Sudden Death. You are sitting on 22s with the Sleeves Mob. This episode 10. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. If you notice, we got the original, the OG cast on here tonight. So shout out to my guys. Yeah, I'm with my guys. Once again, finally, I'm so happy about that. Before I introduce these guys, though, we're going to go ahead and play our intro.
Look, they don't even got the best in this motherfucker. You see how skimping look.
It feels rough in here. It feels like I'm just drinking a bottle of crap.
I woke up this morning mortified.
Hey, these niggas be drinking daiquiris. I ain't going like that. This nigga!
The bitch swirl all the way to the bottom. So every scoop is different. The shit is insane.
I hope you have enough money for gas later. Shit.
I am the only one that pays for gas around this bitch.
Fuck you, nigga.
Yeah. So like I said, my name is Sudden Death, and you are sitting on 22s with the Sleeves Mob. We are live for episode 10.
Let's fucking go! That was so cool. Let's go.
I'm gonna go ahead. Yeah. I understand your excitement. I had the same excitement earlier when I was queuing that up, but I'm gonna let my man Mitch go ahead and introduce himself. We're gonna go round table introducing Mitch. What's up, bro?
You know who the fuck I am. You've been here for 10 episodes. This is Baby Gap Mitch, aka Mr. Strange, aka the Gap Tooth Guru, aka nigga. I got so many AKAs. Nigga, I can start a sorority. I'm talking about the AKAs because that's what they are, a sorority. AKA Nephew Conrad. And I can con you, but you cannot Conrad. And who's this light-skinned deer head looking nigga down here?
Shout out to that nigga, Buzzy Boy Slim Jenkins, aka Lord Broadus, aka Grandpa Giles, aka Pablo Espresso Bar. Yes, sir.
And it's your boy Austin, aka Shire, aka Raging Cajun, aka La Flama Blanca, aka the White Slim Jenkins, the wifed up edition, aka I got so many AKAs they thought I was gonna shoot up the school, aka Young Po Boy. What's good?
Oh,
good?
Bro had him locked and loaded for the past 2 weeks.
Sitting on those for so long.
Shoot up the school. My God.
Okay. That's right. AK, 47.
AKA 47. Yeah, I got it. I picked it up.
I knew Izzy was gonna get out.
Yeah.
Young Columbine over here. Okay.
Yeah, Young Columbine.
I ain't going that far. Okay, hold on.
We got the Young Virginia Tech over here. You dig what I'm saying?
All right, this backfired. Next.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like I said, I'm with my guys this episode once again. And this is the first episode in a while. We've been Austin list for the past like 5-6 episodes. So I want to let everybody know just why Austin was gone, just why the guy in the bottom left, the Shire, was gone the past 5 episodes. Tell him, Austin, what's been going on in your life?
Becoming an adult, man, like a real one.
Yeah,
the one that owns a house, and I had to move. It's there's so many things. I'm becoming a Bob the Builder ass motherfucker. Okay, there's so much to do all the time. The list is too long, but yeah, I moved. Big steps, getting a house, looking to start a family. The regular stuff.
Looking to start a family. So how do you intend on doing that? By doing a lot of, what would you say, fucking?
Well, Mr. Prince, y'all are to my family as well. So
okay,
I already have a family.
Oh, that was nice of you. That was really nice of you. But I'm gonna make some more jokes here.
Fucking.
Are you going to fuck in the streets, in the sheets, and in the skeets? Are you gonna be fucking everywhere that you possibly can? In the cabinets, in the kitchen, in the basement, in the living room.
Well, not on the countertops. Those are new, okay, and the cabinets were new. Not fucking around with that. Okay.
So what rooms have you broken in already, Austin? If you do not mind me asking you.
Well, I have a split level. So let's just say the first night, there was some action on the downstairs stairwell. You know what I'm saying? It was a little impromptu
on the stairwell.
Okay. Was it a Austin? Was it okay? It was a my house kind of thing. So was it a hey babe, we just bought a new house, so we're gonna fuck on these stairs.
I certainly didn't say it like that.
Sounds like bull to me.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to fuck with some stairs. Hey, Slim, you got any stairs in your 1-bedroom apartment? No, but Austin does.
I barely have any stairs. It's like 5 steps per because it's a split level. It's not a lot of stairs.
That's awesome, man. I am proud of you, bro. Like, look at you, and you're shaving your face still. You're staying true to the whole bald face look. So
hold on.
continue
Let
doing
me
that.
set the record straight for that. I got to wear a mask at work, and if you got a little extra something, it gets itchy, and I don't like it. So it's coming off for a while.
Okay, I like the beard. Hey, Austin, I remember there was a time period where you had a beard and you had the little hair with the bun in it. That was my favorite Austin. You know, like you should bring that back.
Austin.
You should bring that. You should not. I mean, you know, I dig it because of the whole Corona shit. You got to cut your beard and shit like that. But I want the Austin with the beard back. Bring the bearded Austin. Yeah, bring that nigga back.
I'm letting it marinate first.
Why do you have to cut your beard just because it's Corona?
When I wear a mask, it gets hella itchy and like the beard curls out, and it's just annoying.
Oh no, I feel that pain. I feel that pain for sure.
I was like, I can't do this no more.
Dog, that shit is the worst, bro. I put on any type of mask. It's like, and especially because like I feel like my facial hair, it might be a little bit more like how do I say this? Nappy or nigga-ish, if you will. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a little bit more coiled up. So it's like when I put on a mask, it like really like tightens up around like, you know, my face. And it's just like, I don't like that. So I'm not a huge fan of this whole mask or this whole Corona stuff. But yeah, definitely like Mitch said before, just getting back to what you were saying. Shouts out to you, Austin, for getting your own crib. That is huge. And, you know, yeah, that is basically, that's the reason that Austin was not around for the past couple episodes. So
yeah, they had to put a wire in the ground so that I could talk to you guys tonight. Okay.
Yeah. He's actually been in his crib for like the past 2 weeks?
Yeah, Sunday to Sunday, so a little more than 2 weeks now because it's
2 weeks.
Wednesday. So
Property.
Yeah. So yeah, shout out to him. Slim.
Yes, sir.
How you been, bro?
I've been cooling, man. I've been just fucking, you know what I'm saying, working. That's really about it. Just
That's really about it.
Shit.
Cool.
Yeah, man. Nothing new under the sun.
Cool. Well, guess what, guys? This is episode 10. Mitch was about to say something. I'm gonna let him say what he wants to say. But this is episode 10 of Sitting on 22s with the Sleaze Mob. Mitch.
I'm just saying, Slim, you've been working. You're a hardworking man. So was those two t-shirts you was wearing that one night? Was that a good explanation or a good depiction of the man that
you completely like misled the whole fucking audience. So 2 t-shirts, bro. It's a beater and a t-shirt. That's like, it's completely different than 2 t-shirts.
I just want to know this, Slim. Before you wore that on the podcast, did you know that you were going onto a podcast?
I did not think about my shirt situation. I didn't think about my shirt situation tonight either. I got a fucking Wizards shirt on right now.
Shouts out to the Wizards. And let me tell you something about this guy, Slim. Slim's one of my best friends. These guys are my best friends. So all 3 of them, shouts out to them. But Slim, I hang out with you a lot. Now let me tell you something about Slim, okay? Slim likes to buy his shirts at least 2 sizes too large, okay? He already wears an extra small. He wears an extra small. If you ever seen Slim in real life, he's about pencil skinned. He's real slim. It's real nasty. We call him Slim for a reason, okay? All skin and bones. We should call him Skin because he's skin. Now, the thing about Slim is he's a real classic man, okay? I'm talking about brunches. I'm talking about cufflinks. I'm talking about bow ties and bean pies. This guy is a real classic down-to-earth man.
Let me stop right there for 2 seconds. Did you hear the other part of my intro? I said the white Slim Jenkins.
You did say the white Slim Jenkins,
and you were explaining it why I did that. So continue, please.
Sorry. I'm just letting you know. We all strive to be like Slim. He has a wife. Shouts out to her. He mentioned her on Twitter for the first time yesterday. So he got you red-handed.
Yeah, got me red-handed.
Shouts out to happiness.
Shouts out to her. Yeah, shouts out to happiness in life.
Yeah. Shouts out to Slim. He's a bitch though, cause and I'm just looking at his face. You need to shave. This is coming from bro to bro. Shave.
You got dirt on your shit. You need to wash your face, bro.
You got Paul Pierce, huh?
Why do you keep calling me Paul Pierce? What is up with that?
They know what I'm talking about. Do y'all know what I'm talking about?
You're talking about those little patches on this shit? Talking about that?
I bet if he grew it out, he got some little patches, you know.
The patches, nigga, it's coming in. I believe in you niggas. See, that's the problem with you niggas. Y'all don't believe in my capabilities as a man and my testosterone. My facial hair is gonna come in. Nah, but you's a bitch.
Facial hair has nothing to do with testosterone, bro.
Oh, it's hereditary.
Genetics.
It's
Okay.
genetics, definitely
Well,
hereditary.
nigga.
Actually,
well,
if you
nigga,
shaved with
if
a
it's
bear
genetics,
razor-
if it's genetics, this nigga Slim is Somali. I've seen his dad. this nigga Slim. This nigga Slim. This motherfucker's head looks like he got into a firecracker accident as an adolescent. This nigga looked like he was playing with firecrackers and the shit hit him in the head. Now
Back it
that
up,
shit got a
Terry.
curve in it. Get the fuck out of here. But
Nah,
look,
bruh.
we sitting on 22s with the Sleeves Mom. This is episode 10. I'm gonna cut Slim off. You don't talk on this podcast.
Hey,
Nigga,
fuck out of here.
you wasn't
nigga.
even gonna be here tonight. We was gonna get a special guest to replace your stupid ass tonight.
Taylor Port talking again. Here
Taylor
goes.
Port, Taylor Port. Hashtag Taylor Port talk. Starting early tonight.
Hey, Izzy, real quick, what is this podcast sponsored by? Who was it?
Oh yeah,
Can
this
you get-
podcast is sponsored by olerclothing.com. So go ahead and shop some olerclothing.com. Go ahead and cop up on some of that merch.
Yes, sir. Ski.
Listen, there's we haven't dropped anything, too recently. It's kind of due to COVID, but there is some new stuff coming soon. So don't worry about that. That is on the way as well.
I'm talking powder colors, baby colors. Are you talking
pastel spring colors, my friend?
I'm talking about pastel spring. I'm talking about Halloween orange, which we already have, by the way. I'm talking about shorts. I'm talking about tank tops we already have.
Tank tops are on the
Go shop the tanks. We're working on shorts now. We're trying to, get that shit together. We're trying to get some summer gear going for the people, man. So you guys hang tight. We got some Allure merch coming. Shouts out to the Allure design team, the whole Slim's forehead and hairline. Because he think about it before he come on here. The nigga look weird. But he working on the designs and shit. Austin, shouts out to Austin coming out with the Easter colors. We go pilot that too. Def, I'm talking like this my shit. This your shit. But I'm just letting the people know we working, man. We working. We got shit coming.
I like
we
the
also
sound of a
have
Halloween drop, don't you?
I like
Halloween
that.
drop. That sounds nice.
I like that.
Definitely gonna do a fall drop. That's like the thing. Like fall is definitely like gonna be big for olerclothing.com. Guarantee you that. That's money in the bank right
What's
there.
your favorite season?
My favorite season has got to be summer.
Summer easily.
Summer, and that's saying something because my birthday is in winter. My birthday's in December. But like I just love summer because listen, I can go outside and I can feel good. And then also like the nightlife is just always lit in the summer. Like week to week, no matter when you go, it's always going to be lit because it's always going to feel good outside. And as long as it feels good outside, somebody's going to want to be outside. So like that's why I just, I prefer summer.
Hey, Slim like to ask girls, can they get his back when he putting on sunscreen lotion? He'd be like, hey, can you put this on my back for me? I can't reach back there. But speaking of summer, man, that's one of my favorite parts about summer is the Slim. I see it in your bio, the boardwalk fries at the beaches and the
boardwalk fries.
Yeah,
You gotta
fuck
it up.
The shit get the hitting, boy. I tell you, with the funnel cakes, and I can't wait to hit the last week we talked about an alternative universe, right? Where we do the spitting on 22s, shitting on 22s, kiddings on 22s. I want to do one where in an alternative universe, I have a girlfriend and all of our girlfriends come on here and do a sitting on 22s episode together. And we're just like, I've talked to Izzy about this and I think that would be really fucking cool, bro. Like
that would be funny.
What is it? 23s?
So we're not, are you talking about like, we're not in here at all? We're
not even here. We're not even here. And we just let them take over for a full episode. I think that's something that we should do. We should shoot for. Maybe I'll have a girlfriend by like episode 100.
Episode 100 is definitely a cool 90 episodes away because we are on episode 10 of Sitting on 22s. You've been sitting on 22s with the Sleaze Mob tonight for the past 14 minutes. So we're going to go ahead and get into our first topic of the day, or of the night rather, or whenever you may be listening to this. Oh yeah, shout out to our listeners who aren't watching live. If you're watching this, tomorrow or the day after that on YouTube, or you're actually listening to this on SoundCloud, shout out to you. If you're listening to it on SoundCloud, go on YouTube, search Sleaze Mob. The video podcast version is so much better because you get to see our beautiful faces. So our first topic of the night is going to be the most relevant topic of the day. Will Smith, Jada Pinkett Smith, August Alsina. There's a whole situation regarding open relationships. So basically, a quick little synopsis or breakdown of the situation is that Will Smith, actor, former rapper, he's married to Jada Pinkett Smith. Recently, they had decided to, and not necessarily so recently, but like a couple years ago, they had decided to have like an open relationship, like see other people and stuff for various reasons. One of the biggest reasons was because Will Smith had a very big ego. Jada Pinkett Smith didn't like that sort of thing. And then August Alsina comes into the mix because August Alsina was a mentee of Jada Pinkett Smith, Will Smith's wife, and they ended up, getting like a relationship, like a sexual relationship going. So there's been a lot of talk in the town today about like, is it okay to have like open relationships or like polygamy as opposed to monogamy, what we're used to in society? I want to start with my boy Mitch here. I want to see what he thinks. I want to get his take on the situation. Mitch, what's up with that?
How dare you go on a national platform, okay, dressed as fucking Weird Al Yankovic and fucking Kirk Franklin in 2003 talking about you love my wife. Now, look, there's 4 of us on this podcast, right? I want all 3 of you guys to close your eyes right now. Do it. Don't ask any questions. Close your eyes. I want to see eyes closed. Eyes closed. Okay. So my 3 friends are in a relationship, right, you guys? Just a quick disclaimer. So, fellas, I want you guys, Austin, your eyes aren't closed. I see you. Fellas.
Another drink. Okay.
Fellas, I want you guys to think about this, okay? Now, you spend years courting this girl. You love her. You eat her ass. You talking. You do a lot of pillow talking, okay? You guys tell each other all your secrets. She knows about all your insecurities, everything, okay? Now, she brings up that she wants to have an open relationship with you, okay? And because you love her so much, you say, okay, sure, let's think about it. Let's work on it. Now, you're about to drive 90 miles like Matt Barnes to whoop a nigga's ass. It was her idea. Now a nigga mad. You feel what I'm saying? Now, open your eyes back up, okay? And you guys, I just, what did you see there? You saw fire. You saw flames, right? Because if your girl came to you and she was talking about, I want to have an open relationship, to me, that means you want to fuck other niggas.
You want some new dick.
Yeah,
that's exactly what that means.
And anything else. It doesn't. And I'd be damned if I let my girlfriend or my wife. Now they're talking about building. My wife. They're talking about building, and I don't own you and all that shit. To each his own, right? To each his own. Polygamy. Not in mine. In my house, we praise the Lord. Okay, we not fucking more than one person at a time. If you're fucking another nigga, we're done. That's it. I mean, Slim, what's your idea on that? What do you think?
I just want to let the record reflect that this nigga's a simp, so he's capping right now. He'll be like, Dave, it's okay. Go get some new dick. You got it. But nah, fuck no. Not over here. It ain't happening. I'm not rocking for that shit. I mean, it's just like, I don't even understand. Like, for the people that can do it, like, more power to y'all. Like, good for y'all. But I don't know. That's not. Like, you just want some new dick? Like, I'm not good enough, bro. What the fuck? What's wrong? What's wrong?
A nigga goes on this on. Okay, this is the thing. This is the thing with me, right? This nigga did this totally unprovoked. Okay, like he had no reason to go on this show and say, "Hey, by the way, I'm fucking her." This nigga literally said, he was like, "Hey, this has been bothering me," and as a man, okay, so Slim. Say that you have this contract with your girlfriend, right? And you're like, okay, fuck it. We seen other people. I mean, we have a relationship, whatever, right? Now, I want that to be a secret. How about you? Would you like something like that to be a secret? Like, I wouldn't want other niggas to know, like, I'm out here saying, like, oh, my girlfriend can go fuck other niggas. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, definitely not, right?
Nah.
Right.
Just got niggas signing up for that shit. Like, you got me fucked up.
Exactly. This nigga violated, bro. He went on a national platform and he was like, yo, I'm in love with this girl, basically. I've been fucking her.
But this is like,
you gotta die.
This is what can happen when you have an open relationship. Like, somebody can fall in love. Like, it could be your partner that falls in love instead of the fucking the third person. Like, that
Slim,
shit.
I wish a nigga. I am going to shoot a nigga. If I have a contract with my wife and I'm like, hey, look, we fucking other people. It's whatever. You know, it's between me and you. And, you know, I know that she fucking this young nigga, whatever, da-da-da-da. He's probably fucking her better than I can fuck her. It is what it is. That's cool. But let me tell you something. I dare that young nigga to go on platforms and tell niggas that I'm fucking her more than Mitch is fucking her, and he's fucking her better. Somebody's going to get shot. I'm calling up the boys, and we're going to raid, okay?
But you signed up for that.
No, it's not. That's not what I signed up for. I signed up for her to get fucked, but not fucked. I signed up for her to get. I signed up for her to get fucked, but I didn't sign up for her to get fucked by other niggas, and then them niggas go talk about it in public settings. That's my opinion. Austin, what you thinking, bro? How do you feel about something?
I think it's not for everybody. I think that part is clear, and I do agree. Like, if that stuff was going on, I wouldn't want people to know. Like Operation Clandestine. Like, you can do that shit if we agree on it, you know. Okay, but it's a two-way street for one thing. And I do want to bring up, I want to put you on the spot here, nephew. You, no offense, if I've been your friend, have ended relationships on the fact that you wanted to sleep with someone else.
Oh,
so
I wouldn't say. I wouldn't say.
Sometimes
I wouldn't say relationships. I would say relations.
See, now you're downplaying.
I've done that one time. I've done that one time. Okay, twice maybe. Okay, this isn't about me, bitch. This isn't about me.
I'm using you an example, literally twice though. What if you had a pass to go do what you needed to do? I see you, Kando. But everything was cool afterwards.
See, that's the problem.
I feel like, no offense to put you more on the spot, those relationships could still work out.
Mitch is a swinger, bro. Like you this nigga is lying.
He is a swinger. And what do swingers do? They pass the partners, and that's okay.
Me and my past girlfriends rather have never been in the mood to be fucking. We've never been serial fuckers. Okay, we've been fucking each other. We don't serial fuck. We don't fuck like whatever, you know. So like,
I doubt you had that conversation though. You didn't have that.
No. But I've had girlfriends that have been abstinent. You know, no. This is what happens. We're gonna get into it. Let's get into it, bitch. You want to put me out there? No, fuck.
No. You're getting to the other side of it. Hold on.
No. Fuck you. This is because you put me out there, and now I gotta defend myself as a man. This is my ass man. About abstinence. That's fine. This is a man. This is as a man. I'm just saying, as a man, when your girlfriend, you've been with your girlfriend for a few months, and she wakes up one day and she's like, I want to be abstinent because I believe in God. You gonna look at her and be like, bitch, is you crazy?
What God got to do with this?
right? Like, have you lost your marbles?
I would question myself after that. It's like,
see, you're not a real nigga like me. I don't question myself. I know I can fuck. Now, I know what you're trying to get at, and I'm fucking, okay? I can fuck something, okay? Hey, look.
Something, huh?
If you're watching now, I can fuck you. Okay, no, that's weird. Oh, Austin, why you put me in this situation? Okay.
You did this to yourself. I got you over there.
Taylor Port Talk.
Anyways, back to the question though.
No. Okay, back to the question. No. Let me get up. Let me just finish this. So look, just to piggyback off of that though, like if we're talking about like a girl being abstinent, of course, like you're gonna want to fuck as a man, you know? Like as a man, it wasn't my decision to be like, hey, I'm not fucking anymore. It was your decision. It was your decision. I'm not gonna be like, oh, I'm not fucking no more because you don't want to. Slim, back me up on this, right? If your girlfriend woke up tomorrow and she was like, hey, I don't want to fuck anymore, what are you gonna do? Oh, you're in a relationship, so you can't probably answer that question. But I'm just saying.
People have needs. Come on.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know how that's about to work.
That's another thing where it's like that could work if the other person was cool with it, but more than likely, egos are gonna get involved. People have needs, like that.
It would be one thing, like if you started off not fucking, but if you just at 2 months in, like that would just be random as hell.
Yeah, no chance. We're out of there. First thing smoking. I'm sorry, Austin. You go ahead and finish your original point though.
Oh no, I was just gonna say that like I think it can work, but I feel like the people involved have to be on the same page, which I feel like media's kind of blown it up. But I mean, is Will Smith about to get divorced? Are they about to get divorced? I mean, we haven't heard anything about that.
I doubt it. Of
course I doubt it's gonna happen. They're level-headed adults. They're pretty chill. They got hella money, so I don't think that's any. I think they can solve most of their problems, honestly.
Nigga say you're supposed to go on a spiritual journey with her. Let me tell you something.
This nigga lying.
Exactly.
You don't respect the Lord?
Man, with this girl, she started wearing fucking robes and shit, nigga, and talking about let's go to Bible study every week and shit like that. I respect the Lord.
Not every girl is
I
Erica
love-
Badu. Mr. Moore.
nigga, I'm not doing no goddamn incense burning and let's talk about spirituality shit. So that's one thing I'm not going to accept. Polygamy is another thing that I'm not going to accept. But at the end of the day, Will Smith and obviously Jada Pinkett have their own little agreement or whatever. So who am I to judge them? I don't give a fuck what they do. But
Speaking
as
of
far
which,
as me and mine, no.
with polygamy though, that's literally the reason why Mormons moved to Mexico like 100 years ago or so. They wanted to have multiple wives. There's like
Imagine having more than one
community.
girlfriend. Imagine. Just imagine.
Wives.
In Mexico.
Yeah, man. You don't hear about Mitt Romney's like grandfather, if you know who that is.
Where's this man's publicist? What am I saying that's so wrong? Am I saying something that's wrong? I'm speaking facts. If you don't like it, then eat my ass. But let me tell you something. I'm not going to accept something like you just wake up one day and you're like, hey, I don't want to do this anymore, and that's not something that we established in our relationship. So there's that. And if you
I
don't
think
like
what
it,
you're saying is that you have
that's
the right to
fair.
set boundaries.
Yeah, exactly.
And if they don't agree with that, then maybe it's not going to work out.
And if I don't like what you're saying, it's my right to be like, hey, I'm out of there, right?
Yeah.
And vice versa. So if you're not going to apply, if you're not going to abide by these rules, so I'm not saying nothing. I'm not saying nothing wild, right? Just I just want to hear
it's
that.
better to leave than cheat. Like
Exactly, it's better to leave than cheat, right? So that's what you do. So yeah, kiss my ass. Dev, what's next? What's your idea on this?
Well, man, honestly, I think that polygamy is something that I don't have a huge problem with it from like a human perspective. Yeah. I am very pro-choice, so whatever it is that you want to do in life, I am very pro that, because you are your own individual, just like people choose to be gay, just like people choose to be trans, all those other things. I just respect that, just because simply like, I'm not you, you're not me. I have to do my best to try to understand what you're thinking, what you're going through. So if two people rather, a couple wants to be in like a polygamous relationship, so an open relationship, in other words, so they can see other people and, that sort of thing, I don't have any problem with that, because at the end of the day, it doesn't interfere with me. It doesn't interfere with my life. It doesn't interfere with my relationship. You know what I mean? So I have no problems with that. Now, me and mine, to Mitch's point, to me and mine, that's not a thing. Like, if we're married, if we said our vows to each other, then there is no going out and seeing other people. There is no like fucking other people. There's none of that. There's none of that. But also on the other side of it, like, I understand, like to Kando's point, she said, you're fine for wanting what you want. And, that I feel like that's a very good point, because a relationship, life shouldn't be like so revolved around marriage. Marriage is very, very possessive. People think that marriage is very possessive. Like if you are married to someone, they own you and you own them. That's the idea, right? And I understand where people are coming from when they don't want to have to put up with that, right? So they want to be in a relationship. They want to be able to love on somebody. They want to be able to have a family with somebody, but they don't necessarily have to be exclusive. Like, we only have one life to live. You know what I'm saying? You have one life. So it's like, why not experience all the things that you want to experience? It's fine if it's two people who both have that same understanding. They share that same understanding, those same ideologies. But if not, it won't work. But I'm just saying, from my perspective, I don't have any problem with it at all.
Yeah, who gives a shit? I mean, at the end of the day, when you really think about it, there are two celebrities who are making more money than a lot of us will ever see in our lifetime, right?
All of us combined.
Exactly. So let me tell you something. I don't give a fuck about Will Smith and fucking Jada Pinkett Smith, Jaden, Willow. I don't give a fuck about any of them. I don't give a fuck what they're doing. Okay, that's their business. Let me tell you something. As far as Mitch and his family, Slim and his family, all my niggas, Austin, Def, we not going for none of that shit. So I mean, and that's just what the normal guy would say. I mean, Doug is in the chat. I know Doug agrees with me. And shouts out to Doug, because he said that I'm right. Because you know what? I'm speaking that real nigga shit. And all the real niggas is feeling that. Just like Def just got finished saying.
That shit is probably really common in Hollywood, though. Like
that, bro. And that's another thing. You got to think of it from that perspective, because to your point, Mitch, when you're making that much money, both of them are making a boatload of cash. You know what I'm saying? Right. Bringing in that cash. Even their kids are bringing in money. So it's like their lives is just something that like we have not experienced. So like, just from like the average Joe's like standpoint, we don't know what it is they do on a day-to-day basis. They've probably experienced so many things that they just know that there's more out there to see. we have an idea based off what we've learned, what we've grown up off of seeing on TV, going on a couple of vacations, that sort of thing. But these guys actually have money to be able to go places anytime, anywhere. You know what I mean? So like they probably have a slightly better idea of what life has to offer than us. And that just has to do with money. Money can do that. That's, it's sad, but that's what it is.
Well, it's like from a non-biased perspective, they have basically obtained the ability to think that they can have whatever they want. There's no, like, not in the sense that like, oh, I'm gonna get everything, but like they're way more open. Like I have all the options available to me, like
everything.
So if you have that mindset for, a certain amount of time, like who's to say that, if you can have everything with almost no consequence and you have another person that can have everything with almost no consequence, who's to say you're not going to like try to explore that avenue,
Exactly. It's the exact same reason that a lot of famous rappers get their assholes popped by women, because like it's it's a thing. Like when you're in Hollywood, you've experienced so much stuff. It's like, you guys never heard of that?
What?
Nigga said, I'm bored. Fuck my ass.
Niggas popping each other's asshole.
That happens. You think it doesn't happen?
Hey, Def, you letting a girl pop your asshole after we get on? You lying? Yes, you are.
This nigga's like normalize finger popping asshole.
What you mean? I mean, what do you mean by popping your asshole? Like eating the ass or like fingering your ass?
Nah, because this nigga Vince said he's tuning it up for sure. For free.
He's definitely on the record saying that for sure.
Free.
I've said that on at least 3 episodes, and let me tell you something. I stand by it. I stand by it, nigga. What? Yeah. I mean, come on. I mean, okay, we're getting into that, but in terms of like popping my asshole, I don't want nobody to refer to nothing as popping my asshole.
Hey, it's what happens, bro. I'm telling you, dog.
Pop it, right, man?
You making all that money. Next thing you know, you at some rich person's house party or whatever, and you meet some girl, and she's like, "Hey, do you want to try this out?" You're on some drug. You're like, "Sure, whatever." You do it. You like it. You do it again going forward. So that's just the thing that happens to rappers. I'm telling you, a lot of famous people. It happens.
Good point.
And
you put that point
they
up
just
on
be
the
getting their shit bust down. What the fuck?
Yeah, for sure. So our guy in the bio says, can you imagine what it even takes to be stimulated when you have that much money and celebrity status? That's a very good point. It's a very
What
good
do you
point.
mean by stimulated?
Yeah, probably just some head.
Stimulated, like
that type of emotional reaction. No. You guys are blowing it up. Any kind of emotional reaction, when you have everything you want, you've always had it. And like you get to a point where it's like you're gonna explore and do things you normally wouldn't do. Stimulated doesn't just mean like fucking getting your dick sucked or some shit like that.
I mean, Austin, what else can we be talking about? Because how else are you going to stimulate me unless it's physical?
You can stimulate your brain, you dumbass.
Well, replace the word stimulated with satisfied, right? So can you imagine what it takes to be satisfied?
I think you cannot satisfy me any more than what I've been satisfied mentally.
But that's stupid though, because okay, so I'm not satisfying you, but fucking August Alsina is. What is he like? He's still a man too. What the fuck?
Right, he's fucking you.
But you see, here's the difference.
The fact that it's different.
Slim, Will Smith is 51 years old. August Alsina is 27. That's a 24-year age difference. 3 of us on this podcast are 24. At least I think that's right. Don't you think that you could probably fuck better than a 51-year-old man?
I mean, I'm not thinking about how Will Smith is fucking.
I don't know. I mean, what are we talking about?
Longer and stronger.
That's a valid point of the conversation.
Longer and stronger.
I don't know. I mean, Will Smith. I feel like Will Smith could probably fuck better than me.
He's in great shape. He's fucked like thousands of hoes. Like, definitely.
Nigga,
I'm pretty sure Will Smith can fuck better than me. I mean, I'm just gonna call a spade a spade.
There's a reason that there's more 24-year-olds than 51-year-olds in the NFL. Think about that.
But the 51-year-old has
you're
more
in your
experience.
prime, bro.
He knows how to run. He knows how to run that route more than I do because I've only ran it 30 times. This nigga ran it 130 times.
But you can run it way more explosive than he can, bro.
But they don't mean nothing if I don't know how to execute it.
What about look at Larry Fitz.
See,
he's staying on his route.
You're a late bloomer.
See, I need to go talk shit. But I'm just saying, Will Smith has fucked probably 100 more bitches than I have fucked, or probably will ever fuck.
You didn't make the All-Star game in 100 with you.
Huh?
You He didn't make the All-Star
Oh,
game.
probably. He's probably fucked 500 bitches. I mean, it's Will Smith, bro. Like, it's like saying Denzel Washington. Like, I mean, okay, I don't know if they fucked like a lot of bitches. I would assume so. But at the end of the day, that just says that they had more practice than what I've had. And I've had to run of the mill hoes. And yeah, I got in trouble last week for calling women hoes. But you know, I don't mean nothing by it. A geese don't get mad when you call them geese. A goose don't get mad when you call them the goose. Shit.
How you know that? You don't know
That's
that.
not. That's. I
Hey,
disagree.
All right. Fuck you, Austin. I'm glad that I don't want you back. Let's get somebody else next week.
Okay. Okay.
Oh shit!
You're telling me there's difference between the word hoe and like.
All
calling
right, yes
someone
it
a
is.
woman?
Yes it is. Yes it is. Yes it is. Come on, we're not going to cancel me here. You're not going to do that. But anyways, so we're going to talk about. Nah, yeah, okay, yeah. Hoes is wrong. You shouldn't call women hoes. Stop calling women hoes, Slim. You're a bad influence on me. Slim turned around and got a girlfriend on me. We was having a good time. Then one day you wake up and he has a girlfriend. So now I have all of his bad habits. I apologize.
What?
Okay?
Nigga said, "Oh, come on, we was having a good time."
I was just saying, I wasn't even in the streets, bro.
So,
That's
so
a good
look,
point
so
though
look,
for this
right?
whole thing though. Sex
Yeah,
ain't isn't everything in a relationship, right? Like a
It's
real
not.
relationship, like
It's not.
like a girl that you're trying to spend the rest of your life with. Like sex isn't the only thing, right?
No,
It's
but
mentally stimulated,
it's a solid part
emotionally
about it though.
stimulated. It's a big part, but I don't know. Some people would value like the emotional, mental part of it maybe slightly more. So then, like sex with another person at that point might not matter. It might be beneficial to keep the mental part of it together for longer. Does that make sense? Or no? Your bitch ain't fucking nobody else.
It's not clicking with me.
It don't stay right with you, Slim.
I can't see it. I can't see it happening, bro. Like I'm just can't see it happening, dog. Like
If you was making a a boatload of cash, right? And you met this girl, this dope chick. Now you knew that you probably wasn't gonna like ever marry her, so to say. But you know, she was dope. She was around. She's down for the squad, or what? She's down for you, or whatever. And she brings up the fact that she might want to have like an open relationship. You know, say we're famous and we're on tour, we're doing this, we're doing that. You know, you can't necessarily see her all the time. You know, but when you get back home, you want somebody to go back to. You know what I'm saying? Would you be down for like an open relationship like that? Think about it. You have money at this point. You're going to be out and about experiencing something new that you've never experienced in your life every single day.
okay, that's completely different though, because we're not like dating. We're just kind of talking, and I hit you up when I'm in town type shit. Like we still
No. I'm saying you guys are actually dating. You make this girl your girlfriend. Like this is your girlfriend. You're her boyfriend. Right? You guys establish that before you go on tour. Say that. You guys establish that before you go on tour. But you also establish, like, look, listen, we both have needs, to Austin's point, right? And you're going to be gone for a long time. We're going to be away for a long time. Why not be in an open relationship? You know? You still have a problem with that?
If I'm touring, I'm gonna be single. Fuck that. Like it's
So it's just basically it's either one way or the other for you. There's no in between.
Well, so like no. How about this? You don't value that relationship enough to keep it on.
We
the
can still be
fringes.
friends. We can still be, just because we ending doesn't mean we have to end our friendship connection.
So
But
That friendship connection is a big part of a relationship. Like if you
Oh,
are with
yeah,
a girl, like they got to be like your friend. Like you have to connect with them mentally. Like you got to like the same shit or accept that
agree.
person wholly. You know what I'm saying? But like, I don't know. I feel like it could get to a point. I don't know if I would ever get to this, but people try new things all the time. How many times like you hear about people in like couples like therapy and you know they got to spice up their sex life or this or that. Like some people need different things than others.
I just feel like this is the perfect example of like what could go wrong. Like you guys are saying just because you have money, like this is like fucking it's gonna work out. Like this shit does not work a lot of times. Like I mean, I don't know about a lot of times.
I'm not arguing that.
This
point
shit
at
is
all.
fucking. Look at August Alsina. The nigga is hurt. Like people were saying, he got taken advantage of and shit. Like people get hurt doing this shit.
He's
100%.
He's
110%. No, you're completely right, Slim. Like it's not for everybody at all.
Nope,
but
it's not.
You can see a situation where that might be an option and it might work out, but not everybody is on the same page. Like August, he got hurt. Clearly, he actually said he loved this person.
My pussy hurt. Let's go.
Nigga, you would be
Alright,
like,
hold on.
This nigga talking big cash shit.
Nah, Mitch, have you? So are you telling me you've never like connected with another girl, like you've actually like loved, like you do anything for? Are you telling me?
Yeah, but see, that's the difference between me and him, Austin, is when my feelings get hurt by a girl, I go and talk to you niggas. I don't post it on social media for the world to see that my
And you-
feelings have been hurt. Or I've liked
I
this
agree.
girl for however long or whatever, and we've done X, Y, and Z and put all our business out there when it probably wasn't my place to put our business out there in the first place. That's my opinion. So yeah, I don't agree with shit that he did. There's nothing that you niggas can tell me that's going to make me either you niggas or the niggas in the comments that are going to make me agree with what he did. What he did was some sucker shit at the end of the day. And I would never agree with that because I would never do that as a man. I think that shit is lame. So
You're
the part
talking
that
about
he, like,
August
outed it.
Alsina?
I'm talking about him. I am talking about August Alsina, whatever the fuck his real name is, because
It was
his real
probably-
name is not August.
The part that he
So,
outed
yeah,
it, I
him.
don't necessarily agree with because
Yeah,
all
I don't
parties
agree with
involved,
that
probably
shit.
wasn't the best move.
I just don't. And did you see that nigga's hair? Get a grip on your life, bro. I mean, obviously he's spiraling downhill. The nigga's hair is
Seen
like
your
3
hair
different
one point.
colors. What you say?
I said I seen your hair at one point, sir.
My hair has always been that's racist. So I've had
Oh, come on,
dreadlocks.
my hair's been crazy too.
No. We got you. We got you red-handed.
All right,
So
let's play this out. I want to do this.
What you mean? You want to do what?
How's it racist?
No. Okay.
I said your hair's been crazy. I didn't say I wasn't gonna hire you.
why
'cause of it.
is my hair been crazy?
It was long as fuck. That's why.
Because my black hair was long as fuck.
I
You're
didn't say
about to
black.
get canceled. You might want to tread real lightly because I'm about to put you in the trick bag.
You want to talk about
might
girls
wanna
again?
Stop this conversation. Yeah, let's talk about girls again. So,
Oh, you called them girls.
Okay. Oh, you mother.
I can go there.
You can't
I was
call.
just
You can't
saying,
call. You can't
we
call
all-
women girls. You can't call them nothing no more.
I was
Okay.
just saying all of us had crazy hair at one point. Okay.
No.
And
no.
he's an artist, is he
I
not?
did not have crazy hair. I had dreadlocks, which is
Your head was dwarfed from all that hair.
my hair. My head
And
was
Izzy too.
dwarfed.
I'm sorry.
That's,
My hair was too long.
anti-black.
Your head was
It's
dwarfed.
anti-black.
Nah, the worst hairstyle this nigga Mitch had was the high top freshman year, bro.
Oh, hands down.
Another fresh
Hands
print.
down.
How ironic.
Hands down. That was the worst haircut I've ever had, and I would never go back to the high top. I was
But look, y'all. So getting back to the whole Jada and Will thing, I get what you're saying, Mitch. Like, you can never do that, but like, I'm just asking you, like, you wouldn't even be able to understand you. So you said what he did was some sucker shit, right? And I do agree. Like outing like Will Smith like that, like even if Will Smith did and Jada Smith, did agree to like an open relationship or anything like that, like there's no way that you should like be able to go on like social media in your right mind, go on social media and like post like, oh yeah, I was fucking Will Smith's wife. Whether or not he said it like that, that's basically the gist of like what he said, what he aired out. Now, from August Alsina's perspective, and I'm not saying this is right because it's totally wrong. People are saying that he did that because, like, August Alsina was very popular at one point. All the girls liked him. People liked his music. And then he fell off for like a couple years, but nobody was really paying attention to him. He just released an album. I know that. So he probably felt like this was the best time to take his opportunity to go ahead and be like, look, let me do like a little publicity stunt and then go ahead and, maybe my album will sell a little bit more.
all right. Put Amani's.
I was literally just about to do that. So Amani J says, can we talk about how men aren't allowed to have feelings because it's not manly? She preyed on him when he was going through a lot. So that was another thing that I read about. And real quick before I let you go, Mitch, that was another thing that I read about. Like, she was like a mentor to him and like she kind of took advantage of him. So a lot of this.
But how do we know that though?
I mean, she's not really denying it.
They haven't said anything though, have they?
Well, no, hold on. You know for a fact that she was a mentor first, right?
Right.
How was she a mentor?
I don't know enough about this subject to even have an opinion on
I
this.
was reading earlier about it, and they were saying that, like, Jada Pinkett Smith was like a mentor in some way to August Alsina. Jada Pinkett Smith is famous. She does multiple things. August Alsina was an up-and-coming artist. From a business perspective, she was probably like, hey, let me coach you up in these ways. So that's how I think it, was probably going. Were you about to say that?
All of that makes sense. I mean, I don't know how many times I'm going to say it on this podcast. Data is a commodity. Content is a commodity. So for her to take advantage of him, okay, but then for him to come out right when his album is dropping to say, hey, like we were fucking, I love her, blah blah blah, draw all this attention. He literally lived with them. Okay, I don't know this. He lived with them.
This is new information to me.
I think I saw that on Twitter, like they were in the same house when he was.
See, that's very messy.
Yeah,
very
he was
messy.
on family vacations and shit.
That's crazy.
That's even wilder.
Crazy.
So I think he
You know
probably.
what?
He
I
might have
blame
taken-
Jada Pinkett.
But who's to say? Who's to say he didn't go smacking her? Like, what? How do we know how this whole thing started?
Still,
I mean,
like,
she has the
what?
right to say no. Like,
She has the right to say no, but she also has sort of an obligation to say no. Listen, bro.
he lost
Like,
his sister battling addiction and lupus. That's a.
but look,
combination.
listen. Her and Will live under the same roof. You know what I'm saying? So if August is underneath that roof as well, and you guys are in an open relationship, if there's any nigga that you're
That's
not gonna
my
have
head.
physical relationships with, it's gonna be this nigga that's living downstairs in the basement in August Alsina. You know what I'm saying? Like that's no, and you know, Coach Kando, she actually just said August lost his sister. He was battling addiction and lupus. So yeah, he was going through a very, very tough time. And you know, I don't know if it was pity. I don't know if it was just God, it's a sticky situation.
It's
Just we don't even know the timeline though, so they could have been fucking and then he moved in. Like I feel like we're jumping to a lot of conclusions here. Like he's the first one that put his story out. What if fucking Jada Pinkett put her story out first, and then she said had a completely different story? Like we're just believing. I mean, I guess we had to believe them, but
I mean, all the little details. I know what you're saying, Slim. Like those little details can be argued, but the fact that is consistent is that he did air out everything that was going on around the same time an album was dropping. So at least from the outside looking in, I think there's a connection there. Now, all this other things that maybe he was taking advantage of and all this other shit, maybe that's true. But he was the one who aired it out first before anybody else. So, you know, is he right for that? Is he wrong? I mean, I ask Will and Jada honestly if that was the right thing to do.
I hope they talk about it. That'll be interesting.
Man,
The
who
family
gives
dinner,
a
huh?
Fuck, bro.
That would be interesting.
Fuck, who gives
It
a
would definitely be interesting, and you would definitely tune in. This nigga capping right now, dog.
Yeah, the people
Who gives
give a fuck.
Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? Like, why do people care about what they're doing, bro? It's their relationship. I don't give a fuck about what they're doing, bro. I really do not give a fuck about what Will and Jada are doing in their marriage. That's their marriage. I don't give a fuck. But at the end of the day, what I do care about is what I do with my wife or my girlfriend. So I don't give a fuck. So we can sit here and speculate about what they do, but at the end of the day, who gives a shit? Because that's what they do. And we don't know the logistics. Like Slim just said, we don't know the story. We can go off of, we can say, hey, okay, whatever they said is like the law or whatever. But at the end of the day, niggas don't know. I don't know what the fuck. If August says, hey, this is what happened, I don't know if that's the truth or not. So let me tell you, my easiest way to deal with this is to say that I don't give a fuck either way because they're making more money than me. So what I do give a fuck about is making more money. So until I make more money to live like that, I don't give a fuck about what they're doing. And that's all that I have to say about this. Can we please talk about something else? Fuck that. Fuck that.
Might I just say we're doing a podcast? All we do.
I get that, but who gives a shit? We can speculate all day, but we're talking about formulating like wrong and right opinions. You can't formulate a wrong or right opinion around somebody else's life. Who gives a
That's
shit?
very true. That's a singular.
That was my
moment.
point.
You can't.
That was my point.
So now that we got the points out, let's go to the next one. Who gives a shit about fucking Will Smith and Jada's fucking marriage? Fuck them. I mean, well,
right.
shout out to him because you know,
Taylor
Fresh Prince is cool.
Shout out.
It's beating my ass right now, but it's a fact.
Jada Pinkett Smith, the Taylor Port is definitely whooping Mitch's ass right now. It's very bad. And it's only going to get worse. And you're sitting on 22 for the Sleaze Mob. This is episode 10. We're going to go ahead and get off that topic because, you know, clearly Mitch is tired of that one.
It's upsetting my homeboy.
Yeah,
It's pissed me off because you guys are sitting here saying, hey, is this right or wrong? Who cares?
It's upsetting our homeboy. So we're going to move on. Next, we have a different segment. It is the Mob Mail. It's time for a little bit of Mob Mail.
Mob Mail. I like that.
It's time for a little bit of Mob Mail tonight. So we got a couple questions from you guys. And we thank you guys for submitting the questions to us here over at Sleaze Mob, sitting on 22s like you are. If you want to submit a question to us, you can DM us, Twitter, Instagram, at Sleaze Mob. Also, you can even email us at sleazemob7@gmail.com. And if you're watching this live, you know, go in the comments, the actual comment section of the YouTube video, and leave a comment, with your question for next week's episode. If you have one on your mind right now and you don't want to forget it, just put it in the comment section real quick, and then we'll save it for next week. So
do that.
Yeah. So the first question I have for you fellas today, I want to know, well, not me, somebody else wants to know, and I'll keep their name anonymous. I'll keep all the names anonymous tonight. Your top 3 favorite Marvel movies, okay? So Marvel movies, think about them real quick. I want you to jog your memory really quick. Let us know what it's about, Marvel movies, your top 3 favorites, okay? So I'm going to start. And this is in no specific order necessarily, but I'm going to go with, and when I say Marvel, if you're in the chat right now and you know all the logistics between when Marvel owned the rights to Spider-Man and, the X-Men, and when it was Marvel, when it wasn't actually Marvel, when it was, I don't give a shit. I'm just saying, like, all the Marvel characters, the OG Marvel characters, you know what I mean? Those are what we're talking about here. So one of mine, Spider-Man 2, probably my favorite. I tweeted about it earlier this week. Great film from start to finish. Awesome villain, awesome acting. If you don't like Tobey Maguire, fuck you, because he was a great actor. And I understand that Tom Holland is probably a better Spider-Man, but listen, Tobey Maguire had that shit on lock before we even knew what Spider-Man was supposed to be. We grew up with him. Don't disrespect him.
Def, I gotta interject right there. Do you think that he had it on lock because that's the only Spider-Man that we knew as kids?
Yeah, absolutely. That is the reason.
I think so too.
But
that's the reason, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so who plays the Spider-Man character the best out of everybody that we've seen play him? The comic book.
Out of the comic book, I mean, yeah, it's definitely going to be Tom Holland because
for sure.
Tom Holland, he embodies that, that kid role. He's not quite as what do they say, like cheeky almost as like Spider-Man really is, which I wish he was more, but that doesn't really have to do with him. It's the writers. But
from the comic book perspective, like Spider-Man was pretty young when he got his powers. Like Tom Holland really fits the persona. I mean, I know that he wasn't maybe as, not necessarily annoying, but like interjecting with the comments and things like that. But I think he did a good level of that. Like,
fucking Tobey Maguire was like a Guido, like fucking 27-year-old nigga who just got his powers. Like, nigga, get the fuck out of here.
You gotta think about it though. Like those original Spider-Man movies came out in the 2000s. Think about in the 2000s, all child actors were a lot older than what they were playing in their roles, right? So even if you look at like Disney Channel shows and stuff like that, there were people that were portrayed as 14 that were actually 22. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's kind of what we had to work with back then. But I think he did a very good job still in that right.
I tell you one thing, Slim will never be able to play a 14-year-old looking like how he does. He might be able to get away with playing like a 40-year-old.
Good one!
You could pull it off though, Mitch?
I could definitely pull it off a
14-year-old,
16-year-old, a 16-year-old. I could probably do the. I could do the 16, 17-year-old. Okay, I'm sorry, Def. Go ahead. Do your thing.
Yeah, Kando says that Stan Lee himself said Tom embodied Spider-Man. Rest in peace to the late Stan Lee, one of the GOATs. Also, our friend Ben says Mitch is Star-Lord. I don't think anybody disagrees with that. That is the facts and nothing but the facts. Mr. Fuck Up the Vibes himself.
It's a good take. It's a solid take.
Let's see. Ben also says them Toby movies don't hold up. Listen, Ben, go back and watch the Toby movies. I guarantee you, they're classics. They're definitely a good watch. They're not a hard watch at all.
I would rather watch Spider-Man than fucking Homecoming, Super Spider-Man Homecoming.
First off, if I can say, Ben is a hardcore Spider-Man fanatic. He's like, Spider-Man is his favorite. So he's definitely going to favor Tom over. I think you guys are right. Those are classics. But given the timeline, I do like the Tom portrayal better. But just for those that don't know Ben.
All right. So I'm going to just go ahead and get into my next. I'm going to just list off my next two. The other one is the Incredible Hulk movie. A lot of people, this came out like, I think, mid 2000. Yeah. 08, something like that.
Top
The Incredible Hulk movie, it's in my top 3. I'm not gonna lie, because that was the movie that really put me on. I knew who the Hulk was, of course, and if you haven't watched this movie, I definitely recommend you go watch it.
The first one or the second one?
Not the first one. Not the first one that looked cheesy. I'm talking about the second one that actually looked.
Oh, that was from like the 80s or 90s or something.
The first one is from like 90s. I think like
no. Two has been released since we started watching movies, Mo.
What's the second one you're classifying? You classifying Ragnarok?
No, it's been 2 different ones, bro. It's been the one when he was fighting the abomination or whatever the hell his name was.
That's 08 one.
And it was the one before that. It was one before that.
I'm talking about the one before that.
The one before the abomination.
Yeah, I'm talking about the one with like the super soldier. That was actually no. I think we're talking about the same one. That's the same one.
You're talking about the abomination.
Soldier, he turned into the abomination. Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about.
And becomes the abomination.
Yeah, that was
Ed Norton. Shouts out to Josh. Ed Norton. Yeah, Ed Norton. That's the one I'm talking about.
Yes. Oh wait, with Ed Norton. Shout out to Josh Price there. Yeah, that was one of my favorite movies.
Quick sidebar. This nigga Josh Price looks just like Earl Sweatshirt, and I think it's hilarious that he has Earl Sweatshirt's picture and his Avi on here. Nigga, you look just like fucking Earl Sweatshirt. When I followed you, I was like, nigga, is that Earl Sweatshirt? Is that Phoebe? Fucking whatever the fuck his name is. But yeah, go ahead, Dev, into the Hulk shit.
Today.
Yeah.
Don't correct me. Don't correct me on the pronunciation.
The Hulk, and then also my last one would be Iron Man 1, the first Iron Man. And like, I don't think that, you can't knock this one. The Iron Man 1, it basically kicked everything off, right? The whole Avengers, like the MCU, like the plot line, it kicked all of that off. And like Iron Man, like just seeing him like in somewhere in the Middle East where he was in the beginning of that movie, in that cave, like building his first suit, busting out of the cave with that suit, going back home, building a better suit, and then just becoming like the badass that we know Iron Man to be today. And Robert Downey Jr. playing Tony Stark. It's amazing. It's an amazing movie. If you haven't watched that one in a while, I definitely recommend you go back and check that one out for sure, as well as the other 2 I said. But enough about me. I want to go down to my guy Austin here. I want to know which ones he is thinking about.
So I think. Well, first off, in terms of groundwork that Marvel has done, they've been doing this for 12 years, maybe more, if you're counting other certain movies that most people don't know about. But in terms of a comic book fan, I like the backstory, of course. I don't mind it, and I feel like most people who are avid, maybe like the more casual fan of like superhero movies don't necessarily like the groundwork. I feel like all of the movies that kind of came out that like the first Spider-Man Homecoming, I remember so many people saying how like it was a kid's movie, like okay, well if you're gonna be true to the subject, he was a kid when that came out. But I like the culmination of stories. You okay there, Mitch?
Oh, sorry.
This nigga bugging out, bro.
You okay, buddy?
That Taylor Port talk is trying to get out.
I'm sorry, Mo. Go ahead, keep going.
Go ahead, Austin. But
I like the culmination of the stories that kind of all tie it together. Like, so in no particular order, Captain America Civil War, that one was super hyped up. Thor Ragnarok, and then Guardians of the Galaxy. If you can lump them in together, but one was suffice.
You said Thor Ragnarok, Civil War.
I haven't seen that one. I haven't seen Ragnarok yet.
Why?
It's on Netflix, ain't it? I need to watch that thing.
Yeah, I think it is.
That was a joint with like the god of death or some shit like that, goddess of death.
Yeah.
So that was that was Thor's older sister that was like banished, and somehow she was released.
Need some milk. They ragging on me in the comments. I'm gonna take a week off. I'm not gonna be on episode 11. But all right, did you finish, Austin?
Well, so you don't know about Thor Ragnarok.
Austin, what was your first one?
It's Civil War.
And then you had what?
Thor Ragnarok, which you haven't seen.
I haven't seen it. Yeah.
And then Guardians of the Galaxy. I like to kind of lump those together.
Okay.
But I'll take number one because it was like, it won like the soundtrack for that was awesome.
Okay.
It was classic 80s.
Oh, yeah. You see, Austin, that's why I fuck with you.
You were just laughing at me.
What was it? Rubber Band?
I was not laughing at you. I was not.
Were you laughing at the word culmination? Is that what you were laughing at?
I'm not going to tell you what I was laughing at.
I want to know what you're laughing at now.
But all I'm going to say is one person on this podcast knows exactly what I was laughing at. completely unrelated.
The
Completely
Taylor Port
unrelated.
talk.
It's definitely related.
It's completely not related.
Nah,
I'm gonna give
it's
you
not related. It's not related at all.
It's not related at all.
Let's see hashtag Taylor Port talk in the comments.
Hashtag
Please. I want
Taylor
to see
Port
that.
talk.
Hashtag Taylor Port talk.
I mean, I will lie, or I will say that the Infinity War like movies, like Endgame, those were awesome for me as well because it was once again a culmination of all of these stories, all of these groundwork that has been laid that just set the picture for that entire movie. Like someone who hadn't seen any of these movies wouldn't have made sense at all. That's why I was like, I am deep within. I didn't have Wi-Fi for 2 weeks, and I have some unread comic books. I'm like deep within these Green Lantern stories, and it's only possible because all this groundwork has been laid, and it's I don't know, more details to just stimulate your brain, so your brain can be stimulated. Mitch,
What I want, you've got.
But not yet. And Infinity War is Infinity War.
No, Slim, you my nigga, you the burn the flame.
All right, look, Mitch.
So,
I want to hear your top three.
Okay, so Ben said, obviously, the Guardians of the Galaxy movies are my favorite because when I watched them, I saw Star-Lord, and I'm like, man, that guy is literally who I am. Like, I don't know, like, if it was how the movie was written or like if it's just I just identify him. It's just like identify as him. Like, I just feel like such a connection with Star-Lord. Like, that nigga's like so nonchalant. Like, he just has fun, bro. Like me on this podcast. We
ended the world for some cat.
And I will do that. I will go through hell and high water for the woman that I love. Okay? So fuck you all. I mean, Slim. So yeah, I like Guardians of the Galaxy 1. 2 was pretty good too. Sad ending. Kinda.
Wait, what'd you say? What'd you say? What 2?
Guardians of the Galaxy 2. But I like
that's your top 3?
No. Guardians. The first one. Guardians of the Galaxy 1 is my first one.
Okay.
It's one of my favorites. I actually really like Spider-Man 3 because with Tobey Maguire, deaf. I know you don't like that. I see you frowning your face up, but I mean you gotta think about like what they stood for in that movie. Tobey Maguire, it's Peter Parker. He became friends with Harry. Goddamn, they was fighting in the beginning of the movie. They was fighting. He blew his face halfway off, and they became friends at the end. Too bad that Harry had to die at the end because of the Sandman. He was bugging, doing his whole thing. But Spider-Man was fighting not one but 2 villains in that movie. When's the first time you seen a superhero fight not one but 2 villains?
Nigga, Avengers.
Avengers do that shit. Yeah.
Avengers, but like that was after Spider-Man 3. I said, when's the first time you seen a superhero fight more than 1 villain?
So you think that Spider-Man 3 was better than Spider-Man 2?
You're saying that's the best Spider-Man right now.
Look, man. Izzy. If I remember when Kando was on, we had this conversation, and was it Kando that was on? It wasn't Kando. It was Kristen, and we was talking about the Marvel movie. She said she ain't know nothing about Marvel. And niggas was talking about when Spider-Man was like stretched out on the train, and the shit got ripped apart. That's cool too. Legendary scene. But I think 3 was probably better than 2, bro. I'm sorry. In my opinion. That's my opinion. I didn't say when you said 2, I was like, I ain't say none of that. So don't give me no flack, okay? So I'm not gonna say it's one of my favorites, but that's an honorable mention.
Nigga, that's your top 3.
No, it's not my top 3. It's an honorable mention
right now, bro.
Honorable mention. It's an honorable mention, bro.
All right, so what are your real ones? What are the real ones? You said Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and 2?
Just one. Don't do that.
Just one. So what are the other ones?
I like Black Panther because
Oh, see, come on.
Really? Top 3?
Top 3? Black Panther. Top 3.
Anti-black. If you're gonna cancel me after this podcast, you have to cancel the light-skinned nigga with the beard and this nigga with the tiger on his arm. These niggas, you gotta get them out of here. Okay.
I'm telling you,
Black Panther was
not. It's not top 3.
Why is it not top 3?
Because Marvel.
Because he's black. Okay. Because he's black. That's fine. Because he's black. So we're just gonna leave it at that because you don't like Black Panther because he's black. Okay, cool.
No, that's not.
Right.
That's not.
No. Because he's Black Panther.
Reasoning,
he's an extremist.
No,
No,
listen,
it's
listen.
fine.
The reason why like Black Panther wasn't the best movie is because one, the villain wasn't the villain in Michael B. Jordan. He wasn't as compelling as I felt like he could have been. You know, he could have been more opposing
You
to
kind of look
Black.
like that nigga. You kind of look like that nigga.
No, it did feel like we know what's about to happen at the end of this movie.
We
Like, this guy's
knew,
gonna win.
you know what I'm
Like
saying?
they didn't leave anything up for debate. Like
Nothing.
Did we not know what was going to end at? Did we not know what was going to happen at the end of every movie that Marvel has ever had?
Wasn't no struggle though.
The
There's been
only
so many
time,
movies. What are you talking about?
The only time, it has not been so many movies. The only time that we did not know what was going to happen at the end of a Marvel movie was when Iron Man died. And the only reason that you probably knew that he died is because you saw it spoiled on Twitter or some shit.
Nah,
So
Infinity.
we knew that them
War,
niggas was going to win.
Endgame, Ragnarok.
Nigga,
Nobody knew what was gonna happen.
That was definitely like the
Nigga.
weakest villain that.
It was just
Bruh.
a more predictable storyline, which a lot of people were shitting on.
But it was a to be
Not because
continued
people were
kind of
black.
thing. It was a to be continued kind of thing. It's like, oh, all right, they kind of lost, but nigga, they're gonna make another movie where they're gonna win. Is that not the premise of all superhero movies? The superhero never loses.
Yeah, but
more
the
predictable
villain,
than the others.
the villain is supposed to be like unbeatable, and it's like fuck, we gotta fucking conquer this fucking mountain, and it was just Michael B. Jordan.
It ended in a fist. It started in a fist fight and it ended in a fist fight.
Okay, raise your hand if you thought for a second that Michael B. Jordan was going to win.
I mean,
Exactly.
we knew he
Nobody
wasn't
knew.
going to win.
You're furthering our
nobody
argument.
thought that.
Listen,
Nobody
my
thought that.
my argument was that Michael B. Jordan was not compelling as a villain. Period. So like his acting was not very good.
Yeah,
His ideologies was like, you know, he was kind of off some like recent Marvel villain shit where like you can kind of understand where he's coming from, but you couldn't really believe him like you could believe a Thanos. You know what I'm saying? Like Michael B. Jordan didn't play that role as well as he could have done.
He
You know
just
what I
played
mean?
a role. He just played the Human Torch, and that movie flopped.
Yeah, that was true.
Yeah.
I don't know why they had to do that. I don't know why they had to do that.
I mean,
That
I
was
liked him. He's
terrible.
a good
And
actor.
then it was like, oh yeah, by the way, we want you to be a Black Panther too. You can be both of them. Then niggas said you could be the Human Torch and the Black Panther
Like what?
villain.
I
Like,
mean,
get
that
the
nigga
fuck
was
outta
taking
here.
that seriously. Come on, dog.
His acting wasn't that bad. Come on. All right.
But it wasn't.
okay.
It wasn't that good. It wasn't that good either. You know what I'm saying? Not for a movie that like thousands, millions of people, black people.
He had already solidified himself in like other movies. Like I
We're
don't know if
looking
this
forward
is the
to
right
that,
role
you
for
dig?
him.
And also, I think what's his name? Daniel Kaluuya. Isn't that the dude from
Ant-Man's
Get Out?
good. I like Ant-Man.
yeah.
That movie. Yeah, he was in that movie too. That was. I mean, then and the other guy from the other Jordan Peele movie, Us. He was also in that movie too. I believe. Yeah. It was some.
Who was in that movie? Who was in Us?
You know the nigga.
Oh,
dad.
that nigga. Yeah.
Yeah.
What did he say? Damn, what was that shit they was chanting? Can't remember because you niggas don't watch Black Panther.
Black
Yeah.
Panther.
You can't either. The fuck?
Bombay.
Huh?
Oh, okay.
Was it- E Bombay.
Yeah.
E Bombay. Say it,
E.
Austin. Say it, Austin.
Nah, fuck you.
Oh, that's
Ooh.
racist. That's racist.
Hey, I
That's
bet you
bad.
thought it was.
That's bad for viewers. That's bad for viewers.
For viewership.
Can't talk about hair. Can't fucking criticize Black
this nigga
Panther
said
movie.
my hair was bad, bro. I feel like I'm just sorry. I'm sorry. So like, if there's nothing that you guys are gonna agree with me for the rest of the night, this nigga saying that my hair was bad. Come on, hey,
I
come
didn't say
on.
bad. I said it was
No, you said what was it?
crazy
Crazy. Why was it crazy? Let's not get into it.
because it was
again.
long.
Let's not get into it.
And then
Slim,
you inserted the word
I want
black.
to hear Slim's top 3.
It was
All right.
crazy. How was it crazy? How was my hair crazy? Was Slim's hair crazy?
No, he never grew it out.
Wow. Wow.
There you
Not
have it.
really.
We got you. We got you red-handed. We got you red-handed. We got another one.
Bring up the
Cancel him.
pictures.
I'm fucking with you.
Leave
Hey,
us.
Slim, what's your favorite, bro? What's your favorites, bro?
I'm gonna go through mine quick. My shit is Infinity War because that shit. It was a fucking great movie. I mean, fucking yeah. It was great. We talked about it last week, and this nigga tried to quiz me.
That's what I'm saying. We talked about it. We talked about this already.
Why did you like it exactly? Like the culmination, like I was talking about, like everything kind of converging, or like Thanos?
I mean, yeah, it was just like the build up. It was supposed to be like the big like boom, like at the end of everything type shit. Well, the beginning of the end type shit.
Yeah, right. Yep.
And then Winter Soldier, because that was like when fucking Captain America, like when he got his shit popping off, you know what I'm saying? And then Iron Man 1, that was another great movie when fucking Iron Man got his shit popping off.
Yeah.
Yeah, just the origin shit. So I mean, yeah.
No, yeah,
I ain't see none of the Thor movies. Did y'all niggas see the Thor movies?
Oh, come on, man.
Nah,
Except
yeah,
for
I'm not a big
Ragnarok.
fan. Not a big
You
fan
said you
of
didn't see it.
I didn't see that one, but we already talked about that one. Like, did I see the first one? I ain't seen none of them. Like, literally. None of them.
Yeah, they had Natalie Portman in them, which was, man, I guess okay.
She kind of fine.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Thor movies were a little bit underwhelming. They've always been a little bit
Princess Leia.
underwhelming. But yeah. So with that being said, that's going to wrap up that question. We spent a lot of time on that question. We're going to go ahead and move on to the next question, though. The next question is very simple, right? So the next question is this. If you could only watch one sport for the rest of your life, what would it be? And I want to start with Slim on this one.
If I could watch one sport,
Yes.
it's basketball. It's easy.
Let's go.
It's easy. I mean, grew up in a basketball family. You know what I'm saying? Basketball is just shit going on the whole time. Like, you don't take breaks after every play type shit. Like, niggas are scoring. That's the point. That's the fun of it. Niggas scoring and shit. And it's just
Fast pace, yeah.
Yeah, fast pace. I mean, it's just that's just my shit since birth.
Basketball. I feel that. Mitch, what you think?
I agree with Slim. Basketball.
Damn.
This nigga Telly just posted a video on Twitter of him breakdancing. So if you're watching this right now, go to Twitter real quick and go watch this nigga. This nigga Telly is breakdancing. Look at this nigga.
That's not breakdancing.
Who does this nigga think that he is?
That nigga is a child.
With long ass fingernails.
Hey Mo, get this nigga out of here. Look at him. But yeah, probably basketball. Close runner up is football.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Close runner up is football.
What do you think, Austin?
Definitely basketball.
Shit.
I mean, that was probably the sport that I was actually the best at, and I actually enjoyed playing. I mean, football was kind of like, I don't know. It became less fun after a while. But shout out to everyone that I played 2K with at school. We always played all the time, and that honestly got me into probably the NBA a whole lot more. It made me like follow the sport way more. But I mean, truthfully, basketball is all I survive on nowadays anyways, so I'd be fine.
Yeah, man, y'all are tripping on this one. I'm gonna definitely have to go with football through and through, because football, even though of course there's not nonstop action, it's not quite as fast paced as basketball. Football is a lot more compelling than basketball is, if you ask me, because literally every single play, every single possession counts way more than it does in football. You know what I mean? Not in football, than it does in basketball, rather. Yeah, excuse me. I think that, I mean, because like football, listen, there's nothing like a game-winning drive in the Super Bowl, like at the end of the game. You know what I mean? Like Tom Brady marching down the field against like the Rams or the Falcons or whatever team he did it against, or whoever's winning, you know, whoever's in the game at that point. There's just something compelling about, you know, the sport of football. And then also just like basketball is great, but there's 82 games, right? In football, there's only 16 games in the regular season. So it's way easier to keep up with. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not getting home from work knowing that my team is playing, you know, as a basketball fan, knowing that my team is playing, getting home from work, but oh, I got to tune into the game. Nigga, I'm tired. Sunday at 1 o'clock or 4 o'clock, I'm going to be tuned in, because what am I doing? Probably nothing. You know what I mean? So if I had to go with one sport for the rest of my life that I could watch, it would definitely be football. And not only because of those reasons, because I'm also a die-hard Baltimore Ravens fan. And if you don't know that about me, now you know. Big trust. So
if you don't know, now you know.
That's only professional basketball. College basketball, only 30 games in the season.
College basketball be too sloppy for me sometimes, bro.
College basketball, come on, bro.
I can't get with it, bro.
I don't be watching college.
I don't be watching college like that, bro. I can't lie to you, bro. I'm just not a big fan. Just not a big fan.
It's too much to keep up with, bro.
Way too much to keep up with. But we have one more question for the mob mail. And this question, it actually reads, it says, this one says, what is the long-term goal for the Oler brand? When do you hope? Where do you hope to see this brand, say 5 years down the road? So, for those of you who don't know, Oler Clothing is a brand sponsored by the Sleaze Mob. Sleaze Mob is sponsored by Oler. It's a mutual, very mutual thing. But olerclothing.com, as you can actually see in the bottom little ticker here, if you're not watching this live on YouTube or on YouTube, go to olerclothing.com. That's OLUR clothing.com. It stands for overlooked, underrated. Where do we hope to see this, years from now? I've told all these guys here on this panel right now, I hope to see, the brand, on a New York storefront someday or something like that, or in Times Square, just on one of those big screens, like just with the logo, just like gracefully flowing across it, just knowing that we, us here, we accomplished something. We accomplished something.
Brick and mortar.
Brick and mortar, just laying the brick, just like we're doing now. And you're a part of this. You guys who have been sitting on 22s with the Sleaze Mob for the past hour and 15 minutes, you are a part, you're truly a part of the brick and mortar that is us, the foundation of Sleaze Mob, that is Oler Clothing, that is Sitting on 22s, that is everything that we do here. You know what I'm saying? So we appreciate you guys. That's where we hope to see, and I think I can speak for all these guys here when I say that's where we hope to see, like, the brand, not only Oler Clothing, but also Sleaze Mob, also Sitting on 22s. We hope to see ourselves in Times Square, just recognized by the masses, and we just want to be able to make people smile, make people laugh, make people, enjoy the time that they're spending with us here. So I would say that's the answer to that question. You guys think that's pretty accurate?
My exact answer is I want to see a contract for a limited time with a major retailer that fuels enough bank to open retail stores, brick and mortar. That's how it's going to happen.
There it is.
I'm going to be sipping some whiskey and some Oler jeans. It's going to happen. Okay.
This nigga want the Oler and the Gap collab.
I'm not Yeezy.
Yeah, that shit, man. That Yeezy shit, I think it was kind of hard. Like Yeezy and Gap, I think that's a good idea.
That's a very good idea, but I don't fuck with the clothes that much. Like
I mean, but like it kind of fits Yeezy. Like, like Yeezy is very like basic, simple, but also kind of, it's very simplistic. Yeah. But yeah, so I think that like Gap and Yeezy kind of goes hand in hand with each other, don't you think?
Yeah, and it's a crazy story because didn't he work for the Gap like when he was like a youngin' or some shit? Like it's full circle.
I didn't know that, but that is crazy. That's definitely crazy and very full circle if that is true. But yeah, that is actually all of our mob mail today. Like I said before, if you do want to submit us a mob mail question, if you're watching on YouTube right now, you can comment below. We'll get to it next week. You can also DM us on Twitter or Instagram at Sleaze Mob. That's at SLEAZEMOB on Twitter or Instagram. Like I said, find us on YouTube at Sleaze Mob, or you can email us sleazemob7@gmail.com. So,
bro, look at this nigga Omar Good. I knew he was gonna say something to me, dog. I knew you was. You bitch ass nigga.
Omar Gooding up
I
here,
knew you
bro.
was gonna say something to me. I can feel you. I can feel you looking at me. You ugly ass nigga, bro. I ain't saying shit to you the whole time. You ugly ass nigga.
Go ahead, Izzy. Go ahead.
With the crew neck. Nah, fuck this dude. Look at you, you lame ass nigga. You always in the same area every time. You wearing a white tee every time. You wearing a white tee every time.
You been in the same
next
spot.
Week, switch it up next week, nigga.
Fuck out of here.
Wear a different color shirt next time.
Stop watching me, cuz.
You watching me? You just said to Omar, you look like Ludacris. Oh. Stand up. Get the fuck out of here. Nigga. Yeah.
I was trying to go watch Telly's breakdance video, but he took it off. He took it down.
Oh,
the nigga felt the heat.
It was that quick.
He felt the heat. The pressure. He felt the pocket breaking down. All right, so look, next we have a very special segment, a segment that we haven't done in about 5 weeks. Like we said at the very beginning of this podcast, our guy Austin is back, aka the Shire, aka a whole lot of other AKAs that I do not remember off the top of my head, but I hope he says them at the end of this show because they were awesome. Austin, you're back after 5 weeks, and we're bringing back the Shire's winner.
Was it 5?
Yeah, I think it was not 5 weeks, but 5 episodes for sure.
Oh,
definitely 5 episodes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely 5 episodes. So we want to know, we want to pick your brain like we normally do when you're on the show. What's been going on with you? What have you been thinking about? What you've been looking into? What is up with Austin?
Well, what I wanted to talk to you guys about today, I'll be honest, it's gonna be a little bit of a dry painting at first, but then I'm gonna break out the oils, a little extra watercolor, you know what I'm saying,
Right.
and I'm gonna paint the whole picture for you. Okay, just gotta
Okay.
get through it with me. It's a lot of info that at the end I was like, wait, hold on, what? So,
Very juicy.
and like Izzy said, it kind of deals with pharmaceuticals, but there's a little bit of a pathway to get there. So I basically found out about this guy. His name is Brett Weinstein. He is a evolutionary biologist, taught at Evergreen University, I believe, which is in Washington State. Weirdly enough, he was part of some, I think they're called the Evergreen Riots, where that's a whole story in and of itself for another time. But the synopsis of that is that people there started thinking science inherently, like how you do science, is racist, and I don't know. It was a whole thing. Basically, he ended up leaving, but as a grad student, he was obviously an evolutionary biologist grad student, and he was working on, basically he studied bats more like, but a lot of times he was studying kind of the genotype and basically the nitty gritty to how animals evolve and things like that.
Yeah.
Basically, he got to a point where he during his time there, he went to a talk, right? And there was these two people presenting. One side was, we're talking about telomeres, which I know, dry subject, but they're basically sequences of DNA at the end of your genome that basically help extend your cells, regenerate them at a certain fast level, and they're longer when you're like younger and then shorter when you get older, right? So they stop producing as many cells. It basically gets to a point where it's less than zero, and then cells refuse to divide. So that's basically how you get old. So one group of
Right.
people are saying, okay, like if we can solve the issue of like the shortening of these telomeres, we can solve ageism, like people getting old. I don't remember the exact protein that they were talking about that they would remove or add, excuse me, in order to make them replace their cells, but that's what they were doing. And then there's this other group, right? They are talking about people with cancer, and they're saying they have really short telomeres because, oh, I remembered it. The protein called telomerase is turned on. So they're like, if we can take telomerase out, we can maybe cure cancer. So you have one people saying, oh, we can cure people getting old by adding telomerase. Other people say, hey, if we take it out, we can cure cancer. And these two groups weren't talking to each other, right? So um, basically, if that were those things were to hold true, a an animal with really long telomeres should be able to live like a really long life because they can regenerate their cells quickly, right?
Mm.
Um, and it was known at the time that lab mice, specifically lab mice, had extremely long telomeres. Now, mice don't live long at all, maybe 1 to 2 years. So they were seeing all of these lab mice with extremely long telomeres, and nobody thought anything of it. But basically, where all of that gets to is that, and I'm skipping over a lot, honestly, because I know this is dry, but these extremely long telomeres of the mice they were using to test drugs were a modification. They were
Right.
thinking, hey, these are natural mice. Now we're going to test all of these drugs and things on these mice. And off of those results, we can then administer them to the public, right? So you were having mice that were confirmed as skewed data, and you were performing tests on them to then give to the public. So basically, all of these drug safety tests, all of these medicines that were to be developed were tested on mice that were skewing their data. One thing that's kind of famous is the Viax scandal. It was a medicine for arthritis, and basically they had an extraordinary amount of people that had strokes because of this medicine. And basically, if you have a medicine that damages tissue, if you're testing it on a mouse that has extremely long telomeres, which means they can regenerate their cells extremely quickly, then you're basically, skewing your data to the point where if you give it to humans, it's going to kill their tissue. It's going to destroy it. And one of the first signs of that is heart failure, because, as you guys know, if you learned anything in biology, is that the tissue of the heart is a one-off. It's not anywhere else in the body and has a very low rate of regenerating cells. So basically, a drug that destroys tissue was hidden by, it just gave people strokes, but basically it was killing them from the core, like all of their tissue. So basically he found out this fact that has gone unanswered, I guess, per se. Like, this was in the late 90s, and he tried getting it out there for a decade, and eventually he just had to kind of give up. And I just really thought that looking about all the tests, all the medicine that was actually administered to people that maybe for the majority work, but maybe don't. And it was all based on the fact that the peers he was going to with this information didn't want to accept it or even acknowledge it. He even brought it to somebody to help figure out the long telomeres of the mice were actually fake from the lab, whereas wild mice had short telomeres. She won a Nobel Peace Prize for something, but basically disregards any conversation she ever had with him. And the whole community has kind of accepted that, that was a problem, but nobody needs to know about that. And who cares about all those tests or all those lives that were lost? That was just something that made me go, what the fuck? Like, you tell me all of this medicine that has been administered through pharmaceuticals, where they make tons of money, has all been not legitimate, basically.
So like basically like you're saying that like there was a medicine that was, tested on rats or mice that were
Okay, so
genetically modified in some way.
I should add that I'm sorry, I glossed over that fact because I was trying to shorten it up. All of the mice that are used across the country to test all the medicine that's being developed has come from the same exact lab. So that means that all medicine developed across the entire country has now been skewed to show positive results that wouldn't affect humans in a negative way, when in reality, excuse me, they would affect it in a negative way and basically kill people. People had strokes from the Viax scandal, and a lot of people died.
So it's like
All right.
basically it's all just like a cash grab, really. Like
It
these
is
people
like,
are, they're testing, a medicine on mice, and they're testing them on mice that are purposely like, genetically modified to be able to withstand whatever it is that they're trying to resist from. And then they're giving this to, or they're advertising it to humans, saying that, listen, this can help you, yada, yada, yada. It's been tested, that sort of thing. But they're not letting them know that it was tested on mice, for one. And they're also not letting them know that it was tested on mice that have been, genetically enhanced in some way to where they're not going to be affected by whatever sickness.
Genetically enhanced part, just to clear it up, basically, imagine if I was like a mouse breeder and I wanted to supply these people. I grab big swath of mice. I'm now breeding them, and once you breed them over and over and over and over and over again, they get generations down the line because they breed really quickly and they have a max lifespan of like 1 to 2 years. I think rats are maybe 2. So you're basically putting them in a situation that's not natural. So you're breeding them over and over and over again in the same environment. And that's what's elongating those telomeres, which is that trickle-down effect of all that crap I just explained. So they're not necessarily genetically modified, but the fact that they were bred in the same lab and those kind of genes are mixed back in and generations are produced, it's skewing their data, which in fact is kind of killing people, actually.
All right, Austin.
I know that was a lot, Mitch.
Yes. And you know me, right?
I definitely know you.
So you know what time it is, right?
Already?
This is mano y mano.
All right, man.
Man to man. Okay? So Austin.
I'm ready for you, buddy.
It's been a long time since we did this. All right? So this is my question for you, okay? So you go to sleep tonight, right?
Okay, now I don't know where this is going.
Yeah, you're definitely not going to see this. You're not going to see this coming.
All right, let's
You
go.
go to sleep tonight.
I go to sleep.
All right. You wake up tomorrow, right?
As
You take a shower.
Mhm.
You get out the shower. You go to your dresser in your new apartment, white boy, new house.
House.
I mean, not apartment. I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. Excuse me. That was wrong of me. Your house. You go to your new house. I mean, you go to your dresser in your new house. You go to your underwear. You go to your underwear drawer.
Mhm.
There's no underwear in there. Empty. Wood. Nothing. Barren. Clean. All right. You look all over. You can't find another pair of drawers. All right. All you have is
in my room.
All you have is the dirty drawers from yesterday. Okay. He ain't got no new drawers, just the old drawers from yesterday, right? So you're like, man, I lost all my drawers. I'm gonna go to Walmart to see if I can find some new drawers. They're all out.
Okay.
Can y'all hear me? All out, no drawers. Okay, I'm just making sure. No drawers. All out, clean, dirty.
I gotta
clean.
go to Walmart with no drawers.
Yeah, you ain't got no. You put the old ones on.
Okay.
So let's think about this, okay? We're living in a pandemic right now, coronavirus.
Okay.
Imagine a pandemic where the pandemic is there's no draws. There's a shortage of
Oh,
underwear.
pandemic.
There's a shortage of underwear. So now all you have to do, all you can do is wear your jeans and chafe your body parts because you don't have any fucking, you have to go commando and everything. Is this a
Okay.
world that you want to live in, Austin? In a goddamn drawless world? A world with no draws? A world with no underwear? No boxers, no briefs. No briefs, boxers, briefs. No, no briefs, boxers. No tidy whities, no nothing. Just jeans, sweatpants, and shorts. Now, at that point, Austin, do you live with just wearing shorts as underwear? What's your thing? What are you doing?
I get to do whatever I want at this point, right?
Yeah.
But as far as you're describing, there are no retailers manufacturing draws, correct, sir?
No draws.
No.
Not a draw.
So
Not a
no
draw
one-
in sight.
No one's
Not a-
manufacturing them. That's why I can't get them, correct? It's
Exactly.
not like society's
It's-
turned over and
that's
they're saying,
the
"You can't wear
pandemic.
draws."
The pandemic is there's no more draws.
There's a shortage on draws.
All right, Mitch, let me ask you a question, sir.
No, you got to answer mine first.
I'm going to answer your question, but I answer by asking some questions, okay?
Okay.
All right, okay. So
You got to
When
start
I
it
say-
off with no. You got to start off with this is mano y mano. Start it off like that.
This nigga turned around like an evil villain and shit.
Mitch, this is 1E1.
One. Okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. You know who I am, correct, sir?
Uh-huh.
I said it earlier in the podcast. I'm
Yeah.
the Bob the Builder ass motherfucker. Okay.
The Bob the Builder.
I got
Uh-huh.
I got material laying
Uh-huh.
around. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
got
so you're
some-
gonna construct new
I'm not
draws?
talking.
I'm just saying.
You
You gonna
know,
make new
some
underwears?
I got scissors.
Uh-huh.
I got Belgian linen for my
Belgian.
nuts if I want. You know, I got Belgian linen sheets in the other room. About to sleep on them.
Bro,
cutting 'em
you're
up.
okay, Austin. You're lying.
cutting 'em
You're not-
up.
You're
I'm
not
measuring-
You're going to make your own underwear. You're not. You're not gonna make your own underwear.
If it's literally what you're describing, which is a world without draws, what I'm gonna do?
You're not going to make
Shave
your
my
own
dick
underwear.
all day out? It wouldn't heal. It wouldn't. I'd be fucked.
Wouldn't
My dick would
heal?
fall off.
All right, real
Wouldn't
shit,
turn
real
black
shit,
and
real
die.
shit, real shit. Have you ever cut your dick on a zipper?
Mm-mm.
Not
I
on a
have.
zipper.
And that shit
Caught.
Definitely
bled.
gotten it caught. Gotten it caught, but not cut.
Not bled.
That's a bad time. Now let me tell you something. Can you imagine living in a world with no underwear, so you always catch your dick in the fucking zipper?
I'm mad that you
I would
don't
just
think
wear
you can make
sweatpants every
yourself
day.
some underwear or wear sweatpants. Yeah.
No, I'm wearing compression shorts.
Or that too.
Bam.
That's a good walk. That's a good
Literally
walk.
anything without a zipper.
That's all right.
Okay,
make
so
do.
that was an easy workaround. But let me tell you something.
I mean, yeah.
When you think about it, in a drawsless world, right?
No man is safe.
This is a world. This is a world that I do not want to live in. Okay, because there's too much risk. Okay, draws make your dick look bigger than what it really is.
Sounds like it's good for you.
Do they
What's
really?
Yeah, of course.
I don't. Man, I don't
The
know about
compression.
that one.
The compression.
don't
I
know
think-
about that one, too.
I think the biggest thing in a drawless world and Mitch's drawless world would be the robots that are gonna come.
Hey, look. Yeah, look. I do not. That's one thing that I'm scared of. I don't want to live in like a drawless world.
You know how advanced
Because-
we are?
But I'm not going to construct my own draws.
Sounds like a bad nightmare.
Like, I feel like that's a worst case scenario. Like, like famine, no cure for cancer, no underwear. In that order.
I
You
don't know
know?
about that one. I don't know about that one.
That's
Chief.
bottom of the list.
That's definitely bottom.
Now
of
we
the
know what
list,
Mitch
for
is
sure.
waking up at in the middle of the night going, oh, fuck.
Oh, fuck, where are my
Thank
underwear? Where are my Calvins? This message is brought to you by Calvin Klein underwear. I'm the only one that wears Calvin Klein underwear at all times, by the way, on this podcast, because I'm dealing with 3 other niggas that don't wear Calvin Klein underwear, because these niggas aren't as cool as yours truly, because we wear Calvin Klein underwear at all times. I dare you to find a picture. Oh, Slim, what brand you wear?
I wear a few different brands. I don't hold myself to one brand like you.
No,
He's a
fuck you.
polygamist.
What's the brand? What's the name? What's the main one?
The main brand I have would probably be Tommy.
Oh shit! All right, well you got me there. All right, all right, Def. Well, where are we going with this one?
Well,
Austin didn't finish his corner. I do have on Calvin Klein joints right now though.
Shouts out to you, Def. Oh, Slim.
but
Where we
like, I
going?
mean, just back to like what I was saying about like Austin's thing. Like, it seems it's very messed up. It's very, very messed up and unethical.
That we're testing
You know,
animals.
testing
What
animals.
would you
but
rather
also
test? What would you rather
giving
test?
these
No, you didn't.
animals.
No,
Like,
you missed the whole point. You missed the whole point.
Yeah, you're right. That's
You
what
want to know the
did.
point?
Because Austin, goddamn it.
another point.
It was a little. It was up here for you.
All right, yeah, it was up here
Ooh.
for you. All right, fuck you guys. I'm done.
Whoa.
I'm done. I'm done. I'm signing off. I'm signing off.
Oh man, don't.
You want to know though? I guess that's the question. The problem. You don't want
Let
to
them know. Let these niggas know.
I don't give a fuck.
I
That's
think
what- yeah.
that shit has been happening since the beginning of time. Like the whole syphilis thing that happened in Alabama. They were giving niggas syphilis in Alabama and shit like that. But we don't know what the fuck they're giving to us.
It just paints a picture to like what's kind of like the same thing that's going on today. Is like people are so corrupt. Like the people who are in the high places are not exempt from anything. Like they're still doing dumbass shit for their own personal agenda. And a lot of time why these people didn't call out what was going on is because they all have these, benefactors who are, giving them money to like fund their projects. So then if they don't have money, they don't have a job. Money controls everything.
Money all business.
Like I was blown back that was actually a thing and no one wanted to talk about it.
Shit is beyond our control. Like
It makes you feel small. Like I don't know. It makes me not want to pay attention to politics like at all.
Makes you not want to take any vaccines or nothing.
Yeah,
It makes you like even in a sense, it makes you not even want to vote. It kind of discourages you.
100%.
It's like
100%.
I feel like no matter what I do, it's still gonna be fucked in some way, shape, or form.
Like the last vote was between Hillary and Trump.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, "Who'd you vote for? Who'd you vote for?" I exercised my right to not vote. The fuck? Oh no, not Sleaze. I wanted to say Sleaze Mob. South Park got it. They always hit the nail on the head. They said, "What's the point of voting?" And this is a fourth grader class that they're depicting. What's the point of voting if you're gonna have to choose between a turd sandwich and a giant douche?
Yeah.
Joe Biden right now has clear. It makes me not want to look at politics. Joe Biden is literally declining in mental health.
Yeah.
We're tying back in telomeres. His telomeres are short as fuck. They're gone. Okay, he is not even making correct sentences, and he's supposed to be the president.
The thing is, though, like at this point, I don't really fuck with. I know we're getting into a whole different thing right now, but I don't fuck with Biden or Trump. But like at this point, we're not voting. I'm not voting for Biden. I'm voting for like the judges and the people that he will put in place that will hopefully have people like mine's back.
But if Biden is too far gone mentally, how do you trust him to put like good people in place of these positions?
Yeah, they can take advantage of that. What if they're like, there's a conspiracy theory that they're like Trump and probably Biden. They like pump full of drugs right before a speech, keep him like on point, but then he's still fucking up.
I don't know. They're both old as hell, so
yeah. How do you do it? Trump is 73.
I don't understand. Like I just think like choosing between, the lesser of two evils, and it's never made a lot of sense to me because at the end of the day, they're both evil. You know what I mean? So it's like, goddamn, it's like damned if I do, damned if I don't. And that's really what the country feels like a lot of the time. Yeah, it really feels like that a lot. Damned if I do, damned if I don't.
Yeah, it just feels like there's a reflection of all of what basically what America really thinks. Like I think a lot of this stuff in the media right now is bringing to light so many people that we had no idea how dumb they fucking were. Like honestly, I associate a lot of like racist talk with a lower intelligence. Like why do you care? You're above that. You got other shit to worry about. But no, you're gonna take time in your day to yell at someone because of the color of their skin or do whatever. I don't know.
Right.
It's just I don't know. I feel like being in America is not what it used to be.
I mean, it used to be worse though.
In the sense that people had this great feeling. I know it was worse. Don't get me wrong. I know it was fucking worse. But like, people were proud to be in America for a long time, and they were naive to a lot of the things going on. But I don't know. I don't feel a strong sense of nationalism, if you will.
Slim.
No, this shit has never been good, bro. Not for us.
I mean, I know. I mean, hey, I wasn't raised anyway, but like I was shielded probably from a lot of things that you guys.
I mean,
weren't,
you were probably you were younger and you were naive, so you didn't pay attention to shit like that.
It's just like I don't know. I grew up thinking like I don't know, just with little. I'm talking little. Once you start to learn, you realize. But I don't know. It's just disappointing because all the shit's going on when you don't even know it. That's what I keep feeling about a lot of these issues, like the shit with the mice, all this other shit. The veil is down. You're goddamn right.
Yeah, you definitely do tend to feel small in a world like this, especially these days, man, where it's just like, so much is happening and it feels like you have so little control. And, a big testament to that is something you look at something like coronavirus, right? Like it's something that has gotten so big. I remember just like, what was it, 2.5 months ago? The total cases for coronavirus in, the world, well, not the world, but the US was like 400 or something like that. And now it's up to like, like a couple million, I think like 2 million or something like
real?
that. Yeah, it's up there. It's up there. Maybe
cases, not deaths.
the cases,
right?
not deaths, but like
That's
cases.
still in like the 100,000.
Yeah,
so,
deaths is still in the
120?
100,000s for sure. So I mean, it's something like that. Just seeing how quickly something can grow and just like take over and just be so dominant like in our country, it really does make you feel small. And just like also like I was saying before, like things like that, and also things like just corrupt politicians, people who aren't really for you but are just trying to say the right things to get you to vote for them. It really discourages you as a citizen, as a person, as a human being, who you I mean, when you get born into this world, right? If you're born into the US of A, you automatically, by the time you come out of the womb, you sign a consent form, basically unconsciously saying that like you are giving your consent to be governed by somebody or something. And when you grow up, you kind of already have that ideology, like I'm under this. It's nobody before America, right? It's nobody before the country. So I'm underneath this, right? It's me, and then the country's on top. You feel small a lot of the times, and that's why like a lot of people don't feel like they voting is something that they can do that will make real difference or real change. And I understand that. Like I don't knock them. And a lot of people will try to say like, oh, if you don't vote, you're a part of the problem, yada yada yada. It's like, no, I'm not a part of the problem. At the end of the day, it's on the people in charge, the people who are running for these positions, to be in their right mind. You know what I'm saying? To be good people. We need good people. I don't want to vote for somebody who's not a good person. So just wrapping it all up, bringing it all full circle. Like, Austin was saying with the mice and the testing and stuff like that, and how they didn't care that people died and people got sick. Same thing with coronavirus. You can feel very small. That's the gist. That's basically the lesson of the day. You can feel very small in this world. But at the same time, we do got to keep going. We got to keep going. Keep on keeping.
While we're on that,
I think it's the word. Yeah.
they have the audacity to give us credit scores, and they are trillions of dollars in debt. What kind of shit is that? You have 20 trillion. You got a 200. You got a 100 credit score. God damn it.
Yeah, they're just always trying to monitor us, bro. Like,
yeah,
we do.
I mean, honestly,
always watching.
Happened during the Obama administration. Now that we're on that subject, like that whole terrorist surveillance system. Have you guys heard about that?
Eagle Eye shit.
I'm not.
Basically, after 9/11 happened during the Bush administration, they developed this system or technology, if you will, that can basically tap into any piece of technology they want. Your phone, your laptop, whatever. Doesn't fucking matter. They fucking can find you. Doesn't matter for terrorism, right? And it was, due at that time. And after using it for a little bit, they found out there wasn't that many terrorists. I mean, you can argue that now with a bunch of, people shooting up churches, white guys shooting up churches, honestly. Those are definitely acts of terrorism. But they basically kept it installed when they told everybody, yeah, we're not really using it anymore. And they're still looking on you. They can do whatever they want.
They can do whatever they want, whenever they want. And just moving away from that, we'll go ahead and get into our next topic, Mitch Look Alive. we are going to go ahead and get into a little bit of what we like to call RG Bargy. Mitch, this is your week. You have RG Bargy prepared for us today, so I'm gonna let you take it away.
All right. So I'm doing RG Bargy this week. My name is Baby Got Mitch, and you're fucking with the raddest nigga that you'll probably encounter. RG Bargy is our favorite thing. Well, I'm not gonna say R, because I don't know how they feel. But as me, my favorite segment is RG Bargy, because let me tell you why. RG Bargy is a segment where I'm sorry, we'll go on to Twitter and search random words, and we'll see what like niggas in the group have said over time, or if we have a special guest, we'll search and see what they've said, and we'll play this game where we guess and see who has said that. So this week, I've chosen two words going off of our first subject, which was open relationship. So I've searched both the words open and relationship. And I have a slew of words that we can use tonight.
Thought it was only two.
I mean, a slew of tweets. I'm sorry, not words. A slew of tweets that we can look into tonight. Hopefully, we can get through them all. I'm just going to kick it off right quick. And the first tweet, and I quote: "A side goal of mine is to open up my own bar one day." End quote.
I'll say Austin.
I don't know if I said that. I'm gonna go Izzy.
I'm gonna go me too.
I'm gonna go Izzy.
I'm gonna go me. Yeah, I felt like I said that.
A lashes shop in the front.
As you can see, and a liquor store in the back. See, all right.
Well.
Church.
That was tweeted January 17th, 2018 by @SuddenDeath. So good call.
2018.
Sure. Who wouldn't want to open up a bar one day, though? Think about that. Like, come on, bro. Think about like when you're 36, 37, you got some money. You can get a place, open up a bar. You can see young people. You can reminisce over they coming in. Like, yeah, I remember when I was your age, coming here, getting tonic, and they're just getting drunk. They're getting lit. You see them having a good time. I would totally do that. Hire some good looking bartender. Listen, I would
amazing.
totally
You drink
do
for
that.
free.
It'd be amazing. I would drink for free. Have a good time.
I'm down with that. I'm
On
going
bar
Izzy.
rescue. No, they're gonna have your ass on bar rescue, talking about you giving out free
What
drinks.
the fuck are you doing?
This nigga said Bar Rescue, which is a good show, by the way. Go watch that on
Great
Spike
show.
TV. And I quote, the next tweet is, and I quote, "I ain't never been in a I'm sorry, I can't read when I've been drinking. and I quote, "I ain't ever been in a relationship and was like, babe, let's record ourselves going to the store." End quote.
That was
Mitch or
definitely
Slim?
tweeted by @BabyGatMitch.
Yeah, Mitch. That's you.
So that was @BabyGatMitch tweeted on May 12th, 2020. That was this year. That was a little more recent.
That's funny because you're a vlogging kind of guy. Yeah, I can see you on a vlog, bro.
I would never, I swear to God.
Oh, don't say that. Don't say that.
I can see you having a
Don't
vlog.
say never. Don't say never.
Day in the life of Baby Got Mitch.
To my baby girl who's watching this right now, I love you. Because when I put the plural on it last time, I got checked on that last time. I was like, baby girls. I got okay. So
nigga,
and I quote, no, fuck you.
So is it just one? Is it just one baby girl? Or is it two of them?
And
Monogamy or polygamy?
One person you're talking about.
Monog, polyg, what is it?
This nigga wiped up. He be
and I
talking big ass shit.
Big cash shit. Big cash shit at all times, bro. Nah.
I'm in a relationship with all my hoes.
Oh, see.
Okay, yeah, that's all.
All right.
You might want to check that one. They go,
That's all I wanted to hear.
I ain't got no hoes though.
Don't try to clean it up.
I talk to beautiful young women. I talk to beautiful young black women because of all the madness that's going on. And I quote,
in bodybuilding.
when
Wait, only because the madness is going on? That's the only reason why you're talking to him?
Oh, see, you called my hair nappy earlier, Austin. We're not going to even get into
I
that.
said you had a Paul Pierce beard. Okay.
No. You said my
Shit
hair look
straight.
crazy because I'm
I did
black.
not say nappy.
And
I'm
I
saying
quote,
nappy
no,
now.
you said crazy. You said
I said
crazy.
long
It's
and
synonymous.
crazy.
We got you canceled. We got you
Unprofessional.
canceled. We got
Are you saying a white
canceled.
person can't have long and crazy hair?
What is crazy? No. We're doing Archie Bargy right now, okay, Austin? This is
got
your
the
first
time
week.
today.
This is your first week back.
I got
so
the
fuck up
time.
the vibes. All right.
You're fucking your own vibe up, bro.
No. It's you.
It's documented on the live
No,
comments, sir.
No, it's you. That's fine because it's popular to not like me because I speak my mind in the moment. And I quote, when girls do splits, do their vagina lips open up? End quote.
You know what?
That's Slim. That's Big Slim.
That sounds
You
like
know what?
Slim.
That was high school for sure.
Nigga say, you know
Valid
what?
question. We need the answers.
Nah, Slim, I knew you at this point. Now I look at the timestamp. This was tweeted by Lord Broadus, December 4th, 2013. Me and you were friends at that point.
Yeah, we was in college.
2013?
Yeah,
we got you.
We was in college, big college.
Okay.
All
Big
right.
dorm action.
And I quote, man, if I had $1 for every time my phone takes a screenshot while I'm just trying to open it, I wouldn't be rich, but I'd have some cash. End quote.
Austin.
I'm gonna go Austin on that one. for
Damn,
sure.
you guys are on it tonight.
have
You guys
cash.
are on it tonight.
Have a little
That's-
cash.
That is at the Shire Man. Go follow him at _Shire_man. He tweeted that June 6th, 2015. So there you go, Austin. We got you red-handed.
I feel like we're getting way too good at RG Bargy.
We're getting hey,
You know, we should start doing. We should start doing like shit that people have added us with, like the mentions that we've got. But that might be a little hard though.
That
I
would
think
be
it would be
hard,
fun.
though.
I think it'd be fun to like match someone with a like weird celebrity or something, and then pick tweets between the two and say who tweeted that.
That sounds like a lot of data.
I think we got to answer.
No
we
more
gotta
than
answer.
you're getting now.
A lot of
It's the same-
research.
It's the same thing, but it's one extra. It's like a celebrity specific.
You know how hard it is to find Argy Bargy.
You know, listen,
I've never done it, so no.
you know nothing
Nigga.
about that.
Get the fuck out.
This Argy Bargy shit is not easy as it
It's
sounds.
not easy.
And I quote, "I'm gay and open with it." End quote.
Slim.
Damn, yo, why are we getting so good at this game? Why are we so good?
No, fuck that. I want to hear the explanation behind the
I
tweet.
had to have been hacked if that was me, but that seems like some shit that came from my profile.
What do you mean? What you mean?
Comes from my profile. I was there.
No, bro. He right? Like what? This nigga said I was clearly hacked, but it does sound like something I could say. Like what?
Clearly.
Did you
It's
say
not
it or
too
not?
far fetched. It's not too far fetched. And I quote. Now watch as I ruin all the relationships that I'm in a blink of an eye. End quote.
Mitch. At baby got Mitch.
No,
Yeah,
that's
baby
me.
got Mitch. That's at Lord Broadus. Shouts out to you,
Me
Slim,
right
for self-identifying. You
That's
know what's
me
good.
right there.
And he put that out. He put that out last year. Me and Slim was rocking out. October 17th, 2019. Hey Slim, one day. We ain't
Hey,
gonna say it out loud. yeah, my nigga. You my nigga. Hey, we back out there. That's all you gotta know. I'm not gonna say when, but you know when. All right, let's go to the next one. And I quote, "Open that twat."
Slim. I'm gonna go Slim on that one.
That's Mitch.
I want to go Izzy for some reason.
Definitely not me.
So everybody said somebody different. So that was tweeted by @BabyGapMitch
Yes,
on
sir.
June
Wow,
on
yeah.
June 7th, 2014. Open that twat. Look, I'm trying to see what you got. What you doing? What is going on in that twat? So, you know,
Right.
and I quote, "Niggas get in one relationship and suddenly they got their PhD in relationship shit. Fake ass love, doctor ass niggas."
Definitely
Yeah.
wasn't me. You can end
Baby
that
got
now.
Mitch.
Damn. Who said that? I don't even know.
At baby got Mitch.
That is at Baby Got Mitch.
Yes, sir.
Tweeted August 4th, 2014. I hate niggas who's in a happy relationship, except for my niggas. Shouts out to all three of y'all.
This nigga saw some happy shit on the timeline, had to speak on it.
Yeah, niggas saw some happy shit on my timeline and got in their feelings. So look, man, I got a whole bunch of shit that we can go off. Let's do one more.
Okay.
All right. And I quote, I don't want another baby by Peter. Cries. ... Bitch, ain't nobody tell you to open your legs, nigga.
Not me, so
Jesus.
sounds like me again.
What? I'm confused by that too. I hope it wasn't me because I don't even know what's going on in that joint.
It says, quote, and I quote, I don't want another baby by Peter. Cries. ... Bitch, ain't nobody tell you to open your eyes, shorty.
Legs.
Oh, shit. All right, so let's go to the next subject. That's Archie Bargy for the week. That's Archie Bargy.
I want to know who said that.
No, they got me. So,
that was at Baby Got Mitch.
That was at Baby Got Mitch.
Nigga, what was you going for?
What was that?
I was a weird ass nigga. That's back when I used to capitalize the P's in my tweets for some reason.
Oh, you riff-raffing it out here?
Your mom.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you're right.
What do you
All
mean,
right,
my
no. Okay, so let me ask you guys this. So,
Oh, okay.
I'm looking at you, Austin,
Yeah, you are.
and motherfucker,
Mm-hmm.
we haven't seen you in about 3 weeks. Def, we've done like what? 6 episodes?
Five episodes.
5. So this is episode 6 since he joined 6, whatever. So, Austin, I think the fans and the viewers, I'm not going to call them fans because but the viewers, they probably forgot who you are. So I want you to just give them a little reminder, a little taste of what kind of guy are you, man? Let us know.
Oh, I am make sure there's a little bit of sugar in the rub so it can caramelize kind of guy. You know what I'm saying?
Austin, I don't know what you're saying, so I'm going to need you to elaborate.
All right.
Sugar in the rub.
I need sugar in the rub. Okay.
Oh my God,
It's not some secret hiding. Okay. If you make a rub for like ribs or any kind of meat that you are cooking, if you smoke it or grill it and you put sugar in it, sugar is going to caramelize on the meat just a little bit. Okay. Help lock in the moisture.
All right, Austin. So let me ask you this. So you walk outside one day, right? Man to man.
We're in a shoeless world.
Caramelize your
Man.
meat.
Let's just say you having a polygamous relationship, right? Since you niggas are so into that, right? So Austin, you walk outside.
You are too.
Right? No, I'm not. Fuck you. So you walk outside.
Mhm.
Outside your new house, white boy new house, right?
Polygamous white boy new house. Got it.
And your mistress bust the windows out your motherfucking car.
You mean my second wife?
No. Bust the windows at your car.
Exactly. She slashed the tires in your shit, nigga. You walk outside, you about to go to work, and your goddamn tires is smashed. What
my
goes
second
on
wife.
next? Yeah, your second wife.
We're getting a divorce. The fuck?
Over the
That's
window?
it?
Fuck them. Come on. What are you talking about?
Over the window? You divorcing over a window?
You really wanted it to be like my side girl that I was like that nobody knew about. You said I was a polygamist.
All right, Slim, what you doing? If your sides ain't bust your windows out your car, nigga, what you doing?
My main drink gotta beat her ass. That's how it's gotta go down.
Slim, you got how many sisters? 2 sisters, right?
3 sisters.
3. You got 3. Oh, I
Okay,
forgot about
2.
your third sister. You got 3 sisters. One of them gotta man up and
Hey,
and
somebody
beat her
somebody getting their ass beat for sure.
ass.
For sure.
Yo, Def, what you doing? You walk outside, your shit is fucked up. What's good?
And this is by my side joint.
By your side joint.
I mean, well, I'm suing. If I'm keeping it real with you, you know what I'm saying?
Nigga said you will see me in court.
Nigga said, I know what you about. I know where you stay at, all this shit. I'm getting summoned.
I got all the information. I got the drop on you. Listen, Look, it's like it's like if we playing Warzone and like you I
You
don't
put
even
the UAV in the air. You put the UAV in the air. You know
like, I'm
shit.
in the air. I know
Hey.
exactly where you at.
At least
I know
I'm sliding.
I'm sliding.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I'm
Uh-huh.
gonna get that. I'm gonna get that money off you. Yeah, I'm
Oh,
suing.
for sure. Okay. I respect that. So that being said, Slim, what kind of guy are you, man? Because the people don't know, bro. What kind of guy are you, man?
I gotta be up front, man. I'm a two t-shirts kind of guy, man. I'm a beater under the under the white tee kind of guy, bro.
Oh my
A
god.
Gotta
beater
do it.
under the white
Love
guy,
it.
Well,
under the
why?
white.
What is the
Okay.
reasoning?
Why not? I mean, like, why not?
Why not, bro? Why would you listen? Why do you wear a wife beater under a t-shirt? Is the wife beater serving the same purpose as the t-shirt? Is it too cold to just wear a t-shirt? Do you
Nah.
have
Okay.
to wear a
So
wife beater under-
like on a hot day, right? So like say sweating is the problem. If you start to sweat, your regular shirt don't get sweaty. Your white beater get a little sweaty, and then the regular shirt just be cooling on top.
the main place that you sweat is your underarms. And last time I checked, wife beaters do not cover your underarms. So you're still gonna be exposed regardless.
You just need the extra layer. It's like having underwear underneath your pants, bro.
If anything, it's gonna make you hotter. It's 2 layers. What do you mean you need the extra layer? If it's 90 degrees,
2 layers.
That's not. It's a thin layer though. It's not a super layer. Like,
Slim
damn.
self-conscious about his nipples.
I mean,
That's
shit.
the
Niggas
problem.
can see the outline of your nipples. Then, yeah, you want to take it there.
Slim,
Let the record
Slim, Slim, you ain't got no body, bro. This nigga Slim ain't got no body. This nigga Slim ain't got no
So
nipples.
would then that amplify how far his nipples come out then? So then he's more
Austin?
self-conscious?
Austin,
What?
I hope when you go to sleep tonight that you wet the bed. Deaf. What kind of guy are you, bro? What kind of guy are you, bro?
oh my gosh. I'm two kinds of guys. So I'm not the kind of guy who thinks that the term wife beater is very progressive. I'm gonna keep it a band. Listen, since I was a little boy, I've always thought the term, like, I've thought about it. The term wife beater is just like, I'm not beating my wife. You know how like people like, you know,
I'm not beating my wife enough. So
you know how like people are like in football locker rooms and stuff like that, they like wound up the towel and then like they throw it at your ass, they slap it at your ass, shit like that. I think about that. Like if you can call it a wife beater, I might do something like that for sure.
You want to call it a man beater?
Yes.
Your buddy beater.
I'm just saying, like, I don't know who came up with that term. I've always like preferred like tank top because it just sounds less weird. Can you all agree with me there? Like,
I just say
wife beater. Does wife beater sound weird?
Wife beater does not sound. That does not sit right with me at all.
It sounds weird as fuck.
Yeah.
Like even since I was a kid and before I even fully understood, like fully understood how like wrong that can be. Like it always was weird to me. It always struck me as weird. So I definitely do prefer tank top, but that's not, my kind of guy. What kind of guy I am? I'm from Maryland.
Crabs.
And in Maryland, we like to eat crabs. I'm a crab legs over full crabs kind of guy. And the reason why I'm a crab legs kind of guy is because
those crab legs aren't from Maryland.
Listen though, bro. Listen. Some of them are, not all of them, but some of them are. Have you ever had Maryland blue crab legs?
Of course.
I mean, yeah, but
I
mean, usually get the full crab
skinny
though.
meat.
But
over,
no,
you tell me. Is that what you tell me?
No, listen. When you open up a full crab, bro, you're doing all that work for such little reward because you're not getting that much like meat out of it. With a crab leg, you snap, pull it, you getting a goddamn bro. It's damn near like a flat wing. You know what I'm saying? Of crab meat, just pure crab meat. So that's why I prefer crab legs over crab meat because you're getting more bang for your buck or more bang for your effort, if you will. So that's what kind of guy I am, Mitch.
It's offensive to domestic violence survivors, and it furthers the narrative that men that wear them are abusive.
So I used to read
talking
class.
about, yeah, I suck at reading on this bitch, but let me tell you something. I'm a few different kind of guys. Um, I'm a assess the damages kind of guy, first and foremost.
Are you a checking media takeout kind of guy?
Checking media
Exactly.
takeout.
I'm a wake up tomorrow and watch this episode and hate it kind of guy. So that being said,
And assess his
y'all
own
already
game.
know.
You
Hey,
did a lot of
hey,
problematic shit tonight. You know that, right?
is a lot of I've said a lot of shit, but let me tell you something. I'm a tell you how I'm feeling kind of guy. And if you don't agree with it, then suck my dick from the Binak kind of guy.
From the
And if you don't
Binak.
like it, then you can suck it from the more Binak kind of guy. And let me tell you something. I'm also a kind of guy. I'm sitting on 22s. I like to sit on 22s with my niggas 2 nights in a row. So
There you go.
yeah, you already know where I'm going with this, Def. Tonight's episode 10. I'm thinking about episode 11 tomorrow. So whoever is on this panel right now, who's down to do episode 11 on, let's talk about 24 hours or maybe 22 hours from right now, I think we should do another episode because you know what? Our fans are so invested in us and they like to come and watch us talk and they like to come and see us and they like to hear what we got to say.
Hey, y'all ever
So
seen that meme with Stephen A. Smith where like he's just like at the broadcast table looking like he's like disgusted? That's how Slim and Austin just looked just now. It was just like, nigga, what?
that's fine. That's fine.
Episode 11.
Let me tell you something.
Hashtag Taylor Port Talk.
Taylor Port Talk.
All right, this is Baby Gat Mitch, aka Mitch is Strange, aka I want to do another episode tomorrow, aka I got so many AKAs, nigga. I can start a sorority, aka Nephew Conrad, and I can con you, but you can't Conrad, and suck my dick from the back if you don't like my opinions. And you've been sitting on 22s with the homeboys for the last 2 hours and 5 minutes, and I'm signing off.
He's really getting up. He's really getting up.
Where did he go?
He said he was signing off and he got away. I guess Slim, it's your turn.
He'll be back. He has to piss, probably.
No, it's Izzy. Izzy got to take us away.
Oh, I got to take us away.
You got to take us away, bro.
Well, he did his names and shit.
All right. So, wait, did he already do his names?
He did his
Yeah,
AKA,
he definitely did do his name.
All right, cool, whatever. So look, my name is Sutton Def, and you guys have been sitting on 22s with the Sleeves Mob for the past 2 hours. We thank you guys for coming out, listening, watching episode 10. If you're not subscribed to this channel already, go ahead and hit subscribe. It's a little button there, a little red button. Go ahead and click that. Also, go ahead and click that like button if you're watching this live on YouTube as well. If you're listening to this on SoundCloud, go on YouTube, subscribe to us on YouTube at Sleaze Mob, where you can find all the latest content, even the older content of the Sleaze Mob, including music videos and other things that we put out in the past. So go ahead and check that out as well. I'm gonna go ahead and let my man Slim outro himself, and then Austin.
It's your boy Slim Jenkins, aka Lord Broadus, aka Grandpa Giles, aka Pablo Espresso Bar, and I thank you all for listening. I had a blast with y'all niggas. I can't wait till the next one.
And it's Austin, aka Shire, aka Raging Cajun, aka La Flama Blanca, aka the White Slim Jenkins, the wifed up edition, aka I got so many AKAs they thought I was gonna shoot up the school, aka Young Po Boy. Good night.
I love it. I love it. I love it. And lastly, it looks like Mitch is back in the fold. Go ahead and outro yourself one more time, Mitch, because I was not here the previous time.
AKA the Gap Tooth Guru, AKA Smokey Gaucho, AKA Alfred Miata, AKA Suck My Dick from the Binak, and nigga, this is Krenak, because this is what I did to do. AKA I got so many AKAs, nigga. I can start a sorority, AKA Nephew Conrad, and I can con you, but you can't Conrad.
Is that a freestyle?
Let me tell you something. You don't want to give me the freestyling on
Is he
here,
throwing a beat?
throwing a beat, is he?
I should.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
You throwing a beat? You want me throwing a beat, Mitch? I'll do it right now.
I swear to God, if you put on a beat right now, I will fuck it up right now. No, don't do that. Don't do that.
You
Oh, what
please
you mean?
do.
Don't do it. Come on, bro.
Can I send you the beat? Can I at least send you the beat?
Oh, see,
Can I
you
say-
know,
No. You're right. Go ahead. Let him go.
This is five fingers of death right here.
All right, cool. All right, cool. Let him have it. Let him have it. Come on. Spot him.
Okay, cool. I got you.
Would they be able to hear me over the shit that's playing already?
I think he has that technology now.
Okay.
They'll be able to hear you, yes. But the thing is, though, I don't know if the lag, once I'm playing it and then you trying to rap over it, it'll probably be a little bit weird. So I'm gonna let you do the honors. You pull up the beat on your phone. You can pick the beat, and I want you to just spit over it. Just let them know.
No. All right. I think I
see?
ate too much.
He said,
Got a
nah,
gap.
all right.
All right, come on. Let me
Go.
All right, go ahead. Acapella it. Go ahead.
All right. I think I ate too much pussy, got a gap in my mouth. And plus, I got too many bitches now. I'm passing them out, giving goals. I'm running plays. I'm too swift for these hoes. Switch it up. I'm coming at them with a different approach. And if I pull my phone out, I bet she put her number in it. She ain't like my car, but that's until I fucked her in it. I'm that nigga. Plain and simple. Won't get specific, but just know I got a toe for every bitch that's fucking with me. It took 3 years to rap like this, to act like this, to back it up with facts like this. Me and Slim just hit our prime, packing hoes like all the time. Dewey cost me something. I had a car that got declined, but I ain't tripping. A hoe, a dime a dozen. Today she might not like me. Tomorrow's line is buzzing. She said that I was cuffing. The bitches know I wasn't, man. I swear these bitches stay bluffing. And this one here is a heat rod, spit like the beatbox, the way the beat rock, new version of Pete Rock. And I don't got no time for hoes. And I got something for Austin, so I'm gonna let y'all know. Look, can we inspire Austin again, the best rapper out of all of my friends, so I can off him again? And if not, the nigga is scary, and I'm gonna say something that probably embarrass him. Like, he need to get his confidence up together. Ain't nobody hiding in us. That's what. Shit. All right, fuck. I'm drunk. All right, no. Here we go. Can we inspire Austin again, the best rapper out of all of my friends, so I can off him again? And if not, the nigga is scary, and I'm gonna say something that probably embarrass him. Like, he need to get his confidence up together. Ain't nobody hotter than us. He said he working on his pottery stuff, but this life is so much more. Sleaze Mob is kicking down those doors, and this shit right here, it don't stop. I cut my hair, no got locked, and we don't compare to those that's not, and that ass ain't real. I bet it's Photoshop, and I done seen it before. We with some hoes. How could we be bored? I left my bitch, and now it's bitches galore. I had to perfect the foreign. So tell me how my dick tastes. I left my kids on that bitch face. And this is something like, all right, man, get me out of here, man. Get out of here. Let's go. Why are we doing this? Why are we doing this right now? The shit, the vibe is killed. The vibe is killed.
Nigga?
The vibe is killed. The vibe is
Bars,
killed.
nigga.
That's bars.
The vibe is
You know
killed.
nothing about
You're the
The
only
that.
one
vibe
saying
is
that.
killed. I'm not on episode 11. I'm out of here. I'm out of here for another 2 weeks. So I'll see y'all in September.
This nigga gonna cry in the car.
I gotta take a hiatus because y'all niggas.
No, that was good. That
Niggas,
was classic Mitch Strange, my friend.
is,
Classic
yeah,
Mitch
all right.
Strange, bro.
Yeah, I want to hear another one.
Flow.
All right, here we go. Another one. It's like, now yo, you know when niggas start rapping, they be like, yo, you wanna hear?
Hey yo, you know when
Put a
niggas
body in there.
niggas be in your ear at a party, start freestyling.
Yeah, niggas be like, you want some more? Niggas be like, you want some more? niggas be like, come on, I got you. You know what's crazy? This nigga Slim is that nigga, bro. That nigga. Hey, so raise your hand if you're coming back for episode 11 tomorrow.
I should be here. I don't know.
Oh, what?
I don't know. Maybe.
What? How about 5 minutes ago when I was asking niggas was acting like, I don't know. But
Yeah,
now
I
niggas
said I
are
don't
here
know.
for the 11. So okay, so Austin, you here for episode 11 tomorrow?
Should be. Yeah.
All right, Slim. Look, it's on you, bro.
Shit.
All right, look, man. I'm sorry, man. I've been drunk tonight. I'll probably be just as drunk tomorrow, but not as drunk tomorrow, but as drunk tomorrow. We're coming back tomorrow with 11 episodes, okay? Tomorrow's the 11th episode because we go drop it again, and I'm making the decision because my nigga said that we gonna do it, and I'm gonna hold him to it because that's what we do. And So we're gonna come back tomorrow, episode 11. Shout out to the Sleaze Mob sitting on 22s. I'm too drunk for episode 10, but it's a celebration because guess what, nigga? I can be too drunk on my own shit because nigga, it's episode 10 and we did 10 episodes together. And I'm gonna stop rambling right about now.
All right. And for the very, very, very last time, my name is Sutton Def, and you have been sitting on 22s with the Sleaze Mob for the past 2 hours and 14 minutes. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and close this one out. This episode is brought to you by Taylor Port, also by overclothing.com. We'll catch you guys in episode 11, the next one. Peace.
We're not doing hearts no more, y'all.
We always do the hearts after we get off live, Slim. You know that.
Oh, see, niggas ain't
We do it after.
This nigga Slim likes boys. There's nothing wrong with that.
How old are these boys, sir?